Okay. Oh, I guess I'm here and he's not. Hi guys, how's it going? um, welcome back. Let's see who's here. I already have a few super chats and a few other ones I'd like to read, but let's see how many people are here right now. And still says 0 watching, which I don't believe because just got another super chat. So, but that's okay. Bill Barkley says, at Stewart, at Samuel, word is it's October 21st that Rise of Skywalker trailer will drop during a football game. That'll be cool. I would love to see that trailer. And we're going to, of course, do a breakdown of it because that's what we do. Star Trek Elite Force Remastered says, congratulations on your 5th anniversary. I will get to the super chats once Samuel returns. Happy birthday, Trekyards. Happy anniversary, Trekyards. Love your take on Trek ships. Keep up the good work. Thank you, guys. There we go. Now I got some numbers of people coming in, so. Let's see. For It's a Jolly Good Channel. Love that jersey. That's awesome. Happy birthday. And to think that I found you guys last August while desperately searching for lives from Star Trek Las Vegas. Thank you, Anna. Christopher Mulroney. Hi, guys. Won't be able to watch this live as I have things to do. Just wanted to say congrats on the channel's 5-year anniversary and hoping for another 5 years or even more. Love your work. Love the work you both do. Thank you. Bill Barkley. Hick. Hey, hick, guys. He's already drunk. He's got a beer glass there. Happy anniversary. Happy 5-year anniversary. Anyone seen the new short trek yet? I have not. We're going to watch it tomorrow and do a review on it. Haven't seen it yet. Not sure where to watch in the UK. Last time I checked Netflix, I couldn't see it. Mark Lawrence is taking an extra long lunch to watch. So, hey, Mark Lawrence, how's it going?
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah.
So I was reading a few of the early, just regular comments, but I saved the super chats for when you got back. So, going to read those now?
Yeah, go for it. Celebrate. People celebrating us.
Yes. Keith Jeffrey, 1974, puts in £5. Oh, this one, I saw this earlier today and it made me sad, but...
Yeah, me too.
He says, you launched Trekyards on the same day my mom died. Glad to have something good out of that day. Well, we're so sorry to hear that. But yeah, there's good and bad in every day. I just gotta look for it. So
to see a positive on that day through us is touching. So thank you, we appreciate that.
Yeah. Judge 1981 puts in $2.
Hey.
Sings happy birthday to Trekyards. For we're a jolly good channel. We're a jolly good channel. And I'm even wearing one of my Trekyards shirts. I don't wear too often.
They're good.
Check that out. It's official Trekyards uniform for me, anyway.
They are good stuff. No, here we are. This kind of, I'm fair to say, snuck up on us.
Oh, it did. We were like, hey, a month ago, we're like, hey, our anniversary's in a month. Maybe we should do something special. And all of a sudden, it's like, hey, it's our anniversary.
It's 2 days. It's 2 days from now. We're like, what? What? Yeah.
One more super chat though. Hopeful 3135 puts in £5.
Ooh,
thank you. Happy 5th anniversary, Trekyard. Such a great channel. Looking forward to watching for hopefully many more years to come. Yeah, as we hope to be making content for you for many more years to come as well. If you can put up with us that long. I mean, you see us multiple times a week. Hopefully you're watching that much. And
yeah.
Yeah.
And thanks, Judge. Don't worry about it. And what am I drinking? This time I'm drinking the fancier Koffenberg. Reykjavik. It's the same price. It was on like a deal, so I got it there. Slightly nicer.
Mm-hmm. I'm having Smirnoff Peach Bellini vodka drink. So I don't have a shot thing yet, though. We'll just have to see if we got any shot
It is true.
donations. Then I'll run upstairs and grab my Skullhead vodka.
It
And I
is
didn't
true.
mention last time that the Skullhead vodka, Samuel, you asked about it.
Yeah.
It's actually Dan Aykroyd's company. He created
Yeah.
this. Yeah. Oh, you knew that.
That's
Okay.
why I was like, oh, special.
Yeah.
That's why I know it. 'Cause it's like, oh,
Oh, okay, cool.
yes, he's a crazy man. Did get a bit crazy, didn't he?
Yeah. So I've already had one of these. So I'm already one in. This is my second one. Just opened it. And I have some beers and stuff upstairs. I think I have one more of these left. So
And I'm gonna
they're actually Sylvia's. I gotta say, I stole them from her. So
just allowing you to enjoy her fruits.
yes.
So I've got a video lined up. It's
Ooh.
because then I can be sharing the video while it plays. So this is the this is the first time we had a celebration, a big one. It was our first millionth. We just hit million views.
Ooh, what are we at now?
17 point something. Let me look. Now I have no idea what we said. I can't remember because I just can't. We're at 17.2 million. So this is this is 16 point math million ago. I don't know when it was exactly time wise, but you can see how our old setup was. I am here, showing how long I've been here, but I just want to play that while I share. Basically, I've got some clips and some pictures. We're gonna go through some fun memories. I've got some fun clips, some stuff that most students want me to share. We'll see.
Oh, God.
And some good stuff, and just we'll spark some conversation, I think. So I'll play a bit of this while I share, and we'll see how we've changed, because we have changed. We have got better, guys. We have got better. So
I hope so.
I hope so too. Right, let's see if that works then.
You're probably wondering why you're here.
So we're gonna mute microphone, Stuart.
Yeah.
Funny, you see, Stuart. Have you looked on YouTube recently? And I don't mean just you. I mean our channel on YouTube.
No, I haven't actually.
Trekyards channel. Okay, look at it and press the about button
Trekyards.
with our faces right above it, and everyone should do it now as well. Trekyards about Trekyards channel. What do you see, Stuart?
Over 7,000 subscribers. That's awesome. We're doing really good.
Yes, but look at the number next to it. Yep.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Guys.
Mm-hmm.
We need.
Yep.
To thank you.
For 1 million views!
There you go. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Wow.
Wow.
1 million views.
A million of you? Why?
You know what, Samuel? I wish I had $1 for every view.
That'd be great. That is a hell of an achievement, Stuart. Seriously, well done. I mean, well that we made a lot of videos, a lot of content, but that's a lot of views.
It is. I can't even wrap my head around that many people have watched, or that many views of our show have happened. Like, ugh.
And we've been watching this slowly go up since we started, in 2014 now, in October. From 250,000 to 500. We keep sort of saying, hey, we reached 500,000, but 1 million. I mean, that is such a landmark achievement for us. We're a relatively small web show, but we've got a great following. You guys love our content, and we love you guys for loving our content. You watch, we get thousands of you watch us every week, sort of thing. But a million, really, like, as a YouTuber, that's a hell of an achievement to get. So wow, thank you guys for watching. Seriously.
Absolutely. And we like I said, we want to thank you, because without you this wouldn't be possible, obviously. But at the same time, I think we need you guys all to share our content and create more views. And not only that, let's try to get our subscriber number up to 10,000.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be our next celebration, as far as I'm concerned, anyway.
Yeah.
Samuel, I don't know what you think about that.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we keep doing these landmark moments. We had the 50th episode, the 100th episode, the year, the now it's 1 million. I mean, we reached our goal on Patreon, our first goal of 500. And we keep slowly building, but it is really up to you guys to help us build even further, because we obviously want to put as much time as we can to this show, because there's so many things we can do, and we've got some amazing episodes we've put so much hard work into that are ready, just waiting for the day of release. But with you guys, I mean, we just released the Ambassador Class prototype, and you guys shared that, and we got 5,000 views in 5 days. I mean, that was incredible. And that helps us out, because we get the views and we get the YouTube revenue from that. It gets the interest, it gets more people into the show in general. I mean, there are more Trek fans out there who are interested than obviously watch the show. And we need to get those people, because I think we should be getting, 2, 3, 4,000 views per episode easily. Because they're all interesting, and they're all fun, and we're kind of interesting to watch, and this million views, hopefully, the more popular a channel gets, the more YouTube says you should watch these videos. I mean, every day we get people join the channel, say, hey, we just suggested video and all that stuff. But if you guys were to share videos, to like videos and promote videos, and help us on Patreon to make sure we get more videos, and subscribe, and tell a friend, tell 2 friends, I mean, the channel can keep growing and building, and you're the ones who are going to get the amazing stuff because of that. I don't think we're doing this for an ego. I mean, we're not trying to be YouTube celebrities. We're just trying to do this enough that it's consistent, that it's quality, that it's getting better, and that you get it all year, maybe longer.
That's and what to share our knowledge of Trek, because I've had so much knowledge of Trek built up in my head over the years. I just, like, every chance to share it, I took over the years, but it was always just to 1 or 2 people, and most of them didn't care. But now I've got the chance to get all that knowledge that I've accumulated out there and actually have you guys enjoy that. So
there you go, guys. A nice. Don't want to watch the whole thing, but I think that's nice to see how we've changed.
Yeah, I hate watching myself though. But we got some super chats and some PayPal, which I'm going to get to right now.
Amazing.
You're going to be impressed, Samuel. Hold on.
I'm going to keep drinking.
Mark Lawrence, you should drink. You're going to fall off your ass in a minute. Mark Lawrence put $2 super chat and says, check your PayPal. He sent us 127.94 Canadian. Says, happy 5th anniversary. So thank you very much.
Thank you. That's awesome.
David Bessick puts in $5 and says, happy birthday, Trekyards. Check your PayPal. And from David Bessick, we got $639.68 Canadian.
Come
happy
on.
Birthday, Trekyards. 100 for every year. So thank you very much, David Bessick. That is amazing.
David Bessick.
Don't even know.
How many drinks is that? How many do I drink for that? Okay, I have to do at least a shot, don't I? Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be. Because that's. I mean, by the logic of that, that's like 100 shots. No, it's more than that.
Dead within the next half hour.
Yeah.
Super Coops puts in. Super Coops puts in £10.
Oh, thank you.
I've been watching you guys for a couple of years and love the content. Love the live shows too, guys, and contribute whenever I can. Happy 5th and live long and prosper, guys. I have beer. Let's get drunk. Let's do it together, guys. Absolutely. So thank you, Super Coops. David Bessick. Oh my God. I just couldn't believe it when I saw that. Thank you so much.
That goes a long way, especially with the trip in a couple of weeks.
Trips, yeah. Because I still got to pay for my rental car and my hotel when I get there, and they're both basically the same price. And it's in pounds, so I got to convert it to Canadian. Anyway, we'll talk about that later.
And by the way, the still that I ended on for while you're reading, I happened to see a picture of me grinning and you grinning. You can see it now, but it's from when we went to see Doug's house.
Yeah. And
it was like, oh, that's perfect. That summarizes the camaraderie that we have. And it was just a nice sort of.
Does indeed. Lookout Tower Radio puts in £2. Something to put towards those Romulan ales. Thank you very much.
How much is that?
£2.
Okay, I'll still take it then.
Jarzia puts in $5 Canadian.
Thank you.
I just noticed you've cracked 51K and then some. Oh, we're over 51,000 now. Last time I checked, we weren't. So that's awesome. 2
videos a day plus a live does generate more interest in the channel.
And share the videos, guys. But anyway, he goes on to say, sorry, I keep calling you as she. Apologize. That calls for a drink. Flip Ediston's Lucky Looney to decide which. Oh, do I even have a loony? Oh, I might. I love how they referred to a Canadian loony in DS9. Oh, I do. Oh, usually don't have change on me. Look, there's a Canadian loony. Got the dollar, the loony on the front. and your queen on the back because currency.
Queenie.
So
God save the lovely lass.
flip. I didn't since let me decide which. Oh, who drinks? Oh, okay.
I drank either. I just drank anyway.
All right, I'll flip it, and it's heads. So since I'm the head of the channel, I guess, because I'm the captain, I'll take a drink. I should have been drinking the whole time. I got to catch up on the drinks.
Now, Stuart, tell the audience, and me especially, what did you eat in preparation for this?
Well, Sylvia came home early because of the thing that happened with Christian earlier today at school. So on her way home, she got me a iced coffee from Tim Hortons and a turkey BLT sandwich. So it's turkey, cheese, lettuce, tomato, bacon. And it was a nice baguette, nice big sandwich. Mm-hmm. It's really good. So there you go. That's what I had. That was it.
Excellent.
And then after I ate that, I drained the hot tub and started disassembling the hot tub. And then Sylvia's like, hey, it's 3:45. And I'm like, what? And I was like, yeah, I had to come back. So Z Films Productions puts in $20 Canadian. Thank you very much, Z Films. Trekyards series idea. Mirror Trekyards. Sam grows a goatee and Foley loses his while you talk all things mirror. Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
That'd be great. We've done a few mirror episodes, but if I shave this, it'll take me like 30 years to grow it back. So
Trekyards 10th anniversary. The goatee is back.
Pretty much. That's a good idea. Z Films. Speaking of, Z Films is located in Toronto. We need to hang out sometime, man. He came to one of our meet and greets, and it was great meeting him in person. Mm-hmm. He does some great work. Go subscribe to Z Films on YouTube. He works with Star Trek Online. Mm-hmm. Great beauty passes and shots and videos of the ships. Just go check it out. It's worth it. Hashtag Starship Porn. I even have one of his Z Films shirts, and on the back it says hashtag Ship Porn. So, yeah. Simon, I am Negan Kerr, puts in £2 with no comment, but thank you very much. Very appreciated. Braden Gross says, with the 5-year mission complete, will you now become Admiral Foley and Captain Calkins? No, because the Captain Commander gig is a good gig, and it works out fine.
And how many 5-year missions? You can have at least 2 5-year missions, at least, if you're following Kirk's lead.
At least. Maybe after our 10-year, we'll decide to upgrade our well, it takes some getting used to, though.
I thought you should be Commodore, because you're TOS. Anyway.
But Commodores are useless.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Jay the Dog 84 Samuel will be going to Destination Star Trek this month. Yes, and so will Stuart.
That's right.
First time in the UK. And Rick Sternbach's first time in the UK, because he's been announced to go, Mr. Rick Sternbach. Woo!
Yes, indeed. And also Denise Crosby's going to be there, and I just interviewed her last week. So I said, I'll probably see you in Birmingham. And she's like, oh? I said, don't worry, I'm not stalking you.
Birmingham.
Birmingham.
He's drunk already. Birmingham. Robert Hayes. Good.
No H. But yeah, I said I won't be stalking you, and she goes, "Yeah, famous last words." So at least she'll recognize me, and because she knew my name the next day without, I walked up to the table. She's like, "Hi, Stuart." So do you remember my name? Which is awesome.
It's like Shazad. It's gonna be nice to see him again. He's like, "Yep, hey again, just hey again, man. I saw you 4 times in 2 years. Hey man, how's it going?"
And Super Coops, I agree. He's like, "Ouch, Sam, that was brutal."
Yes.
I mean, I gotta be fair. I'm mean to Samuel quite a bit, just in jest. So he needs the occasional stab there as well. So
and then twist. No, it's funny. It's kind of like we're mean in a sense. If there's a good joke, use it. Yes. Speaking of good joke, a highlight that I had from one of our trips is this picture on the screen right now is our Parlon Trek /Stowe/Trekyards Mountain Dew drunk-ish. Were we drinking?
Taste test.
Were we drinking or was it Mountain Dew?
We were drinking. We were drunk by that point. Yeah.
That was a good night. That was a fun, weird night.
It was Parlon's Trek. Parlon Trek, they're a bunch of good guys out of Montreal, French Canadians who have their own podcast called Parlon's Trek. And we did a taste test of Mountain Dew because we had like 6 different varieties or something.
Oh, more than that. Yeah.
In the picture, we're each holding a different variety. And Thomas Maroney is there. He's the lead starship guy from Star Trek Online. It was a great time. Absolutely. Tom Zeros48 puts in $5 Canadian. Happy anniversary, Trekyards, from USS Torquemada crew. I'll drink to you at supper later. There you go. That's fine.
Now, is that our originals? Is that the same
I
name?
think so. The name sounds familiar.
But Tom though, his name wasn't Tom, was it?
I don't think so.
You know, sir.
Well, it's a YouTube name, right? So
Yes.
a lot of
He's
them are
like,
kind of
yes, good. Obviously.
okay, there you go. Yes, he's yelling. Yes, Sam.
Exactly. Good. That's yep. Got so many of those animations done. Ugh.
Birmingham. No, it's not Ham. Birmingham. I can't
Birmingham.
say the first part without
Birmingham.
saying
Birmingham.
Birmingham.
Yeah, just let it slip off the tongue.
Birmingham. Okay.
There you go.
Fine.
Pagan2917. Hey, hi Stuart. It's Matt Toms. And for once, I'm catching you live. I mean, I'm here too.
Tommy Perrone. Sorry, I forgot. It's Inquisitor class. Yes. Sorry. My bad, Tommy. Anyway, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just wanted to acknowledge Tommy. Anyway, what were you saying? Sorry.
That's what I said. I read out the comments and hi.
Oh,
someone saying hi to you, but not to me. It's like, I'm here too.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh. Apparently, we have a 7 out of 10 on IMDb, whatever that means. And Dan23 is like, I think it's good. Trekyards is on IMDb. It is, but it has not been updated.
Well, I made that at the start. Yeah.
And we haven't updated it with our special guests. We haven't updated it with the pictures or any of that yet. So
it's because it was when we went from 1 a week to 4 a week, and it was like I can't manually do that every single time. It's just too much, and we don't have a season break, so picking seasons is kind of tricky if you don't actually have seasons. It kind of gets difficult.
Yeah, David Bessig though throws in $10.
Oh, crazy!
I'm just glad you guys are here doing what you love, and so glad I get to ensure this show continues for years. I'm very happy today. Finally, quit my horrible job that's murdering my soul and life forces. Yeah, they tend to do that. So, congrats. I hope you have something else lined up though. Yeah, just do what you love. I mean, we're kind of lucky that way that we kind of got. This thing where we absolutely love it, and I'm wearing a Santa hat there. Good God.
Yes, I got another video that I want to show. It's our first Christmas special video, and again, I don't remember what happens, but this is literally from when I was in my very first flat, to which I'm moving in January. So I'm in my third location, which is why I'm glad you're coming in October, because you get to see this before it goes away. Yeah. You can get some nice legacy pictures. So if you mute your mic, Stuart, I'll pump up the sound, and then this is our Christmas promo from 2014, so we had only been going a couple of months. Let's see what the hell we said. Because I don't know.
Neither do I. Merry Christmas from Trekyards, guys. Captain Foley here with Samuel Cocking.
Hi, guys. It's Stuart. You look so Christmassy.
'Tis the season, after all. 48 hours until Christmas morning. And tomorrow's Christmas Eve, so Santa's on his way. We're very excited.
Well, as part of that, we've actually got a little bit of a Christmas present for you guys. Yes, kind of special. Well, when we started this whole Trekyards thing we're doing, we decided we're going to sort of follow the Star Trek format. So we made a first pilot, which obviously got rejected by the studios, and then we made the real pilot, which is the Bird of Prey. So we're going to be releasing to you the Cage pilot. Or at least our version of the Cage pilot. So episode 0 of Trekyards.
Yes, and we have come a long way in 7 episodes. Not only have we learned a lot about ships and all that, but we've also learned a lot about our show and how to refine it. And we've also got to know each other a lot better.
And, you'll see how that development's come from the first episode.
Yeah, you're going to watch this episode and just kind of cringe, because I know we do.
I mean, we try not to watch it because it's just so cringy. In a good way, though, like an enjoyable way. But for us, we're perfectionists. Yeah.
Yes. So we're hoping you guys will enjoy it. It's fun to watch, like we said. It was our first kind of test bed with everything in place.
Yep.
All the overlays, all the video, all that. So it was just for us to get a feel how the show is going to look. We even did our first verses, which is very interesting. So we hope you guys are going to enjoy it.
So we're not going to tell you what ship, because we like to be a bit of a tease here. But I'm not even going to tell you what era it's from, because that would be too easy. Okay, maybe not. But we're going to tell you that this ship was featured in more than one era. So that's something. but obviously we're counting eras as DS9 and Voyager a different era, so it could be anything, but it was in more than one. So first person to get it gets some awesome prize. Anyway.
Well, yeah. Well, they're getting a present anyway, regardless.
It's
So,
true.
this episode, though, we do plan on maybe enhancing later down the road. You know how the cage, you had the cage and then you had the menagerie? Well, we might do a menagerie special of this one, where we redo it and polish it, so to speak, for you guys.
Bit of Star Trek code there for the hardcore fans would know about that. We've also got another present for you for New Year's Day, 1st of January 2015. Well, it's going to be a special year. It's going to be a special year for Trekyards, and we've got another announcement video, which is going to be exciting.
Yeah, so we had our first test month where we rolled out a few shows, and then we kind of got the hang of things, and people liked it. So we of course upped it to every week, and we've refined the show format. We got 4 shows in total, and we got a lot of exciting stuff coming in 2015.
It's not even stuff we've just planned. We've actually been starting to make stuff. We've started to develop it. And you'll see on the 1st of January exactly what 2015 has to offer. It's going to be quite a lot of good stuff. So we'll see you guys on Christmas Day for our original pilot. We'll see you on New Year's Day. And then on the 3rd for our second episode of Trekyards Legends of Bird of Prey Part 2. So you're going to see a lot of us over this Christmas break.
That's right. So we hope you guys have a great Christmas season. Happy holidays to everybody. Don't warp and drive. Got to say that right away. And like we said, we do have another present for you on New Year's Day, so look forward to that also. And of course, we have our regular Saturday releases as well. So,
Stuart.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that too.
Is this? This is snow in our L cars. The future does. Okay, what? I don't.
It's the magic of Christmas.
Yeah.
I think it's compliments of Santa Claus. He must be a fan of the show. What do you think?
100%.
Cool. All right. Well, guys, thank you for tuning in again. Like we said, we love you guys. You're our fans, and we're your fans as well. So definitely keep checking us out. We have a lot of stuff coming up. Like you said, 2015 is going to be a great year. And, hope you guys have a great and safe holiday season.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas. Bye, guys.
Deary me. I forgot I put the Christmas snow in visual effects terms.
Yeah, I told you to put that.
I think you did. So what do you think watching that back then, Stuart?
Yes, sir. All right. I'm cringing so hard.
It's adorable.
Somebody said it is. Somebody said they thought our first episode was a TOS Bird of Prey, and it was. They weren't listening. This was the unreleased pilot version episode 0.
That was my idea.
That was your idea. That was brilliant. Yes.
And we did remaster it with John Eves for episode 100. So, yeah. that was nice.
Did remaster it.
And that's actually, because without a script, that was pretty good. I mean, you're always better than I was, but I was not bad in that, considering. Because I was worse in terms of scripted stuff at the start. I wasn't bad.
Yeah. It was good. Let's see. We got some other stuff here. Where are we here? Sorry, just doing something. There we go. Okay. There we go. All right. So, Ian said to check PayPal. We got $17 Canadian from Ian Warrender. Thank you.
Thank you.
$17 for the 17 million views. You guys are amazing. Happy anniversary. And everyone else, go out and check out Fleet Yards on Facebook. Yeah, join the Fleet Yards Facebook page as well, guys. $17 for 17 million. How about $1 for every view? 17 million would be great.
I would love that. Yeah, that would be fun.
Indeed it would.
Thanks.
But we also got David Bessick puts in $10. I'm just glad. Oh, wait a minute. I just read that one. Sorry. Devin Larson puts in $5. Happy anniversary, Cap and Sam. And you guys better be blacked out drunk by the end of this live. What's the chance of doing vids on ship armament? I mean, we've done some fact files on photon torpedoes and stuff like that. There'll be more stuff like that coming down the pipe, like how the ship's phasers work and things like that. I'm working on a few scripts right now that Samuel doesn't even know about. So
good.
So there'll be a lot more technology stuff. So yeah, that stuff's definitely. If there's anything you guys are interested in, just let us know. Direct message me or whatever, and I'll see if I can do a episode on it. So. But yeah, hold on a second here. I got to do something.
I also got some more videos later on, but I'm just trying to... You'll see the fun little random things. Let's have a look. Captain got thinner and less gingery.
Okay, cool. Gingery? Never ginger.
Sam looks like a child then, though. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
And I got thinner. What's that all about? I think I put on weight, if anything. But
and Knight's Arms is all the stuff I missed, lol. Shame I've only known you guys half a year. Well, you've made an impression in the half a year, man, so I appreciate that.
Yes. Okay. The captain hasn't changed one little bit, says Tangerine Star 26. See? That's what I think. If anything, well, I might have become more of an asshole over the time, but I look thinner. Well, that's good. I'm glad you guys think so.
And Dan said on some radio and music sites where it was listed under podcasts, and yeah, we had a guy that did that for us once and then never went anywhere.
Yeah, unfortunately, we wanted to do audio podcast contents, like just our episodes, but yeah, it never kind of went anywhere. But
Content's
apparently we have
sometimes.
Yeah, apparently we have 3 podcasts we can listen to on. People can listen to on Spotify, and other people. Somebody mentioned earlier that some people are posting links to our videos on Pinterest. So yeah, that's awesome.
As long as they're linked to actual videos themselves, people can check them out directly, and that's a-okay with me. Well, speaking of, do check back. We've released 2 videos today. If you'd like to watch them, new Starfleet Phaser Rifle Picard analysis and Picard Trailer Discovery Shuttle Epic Fail. So take a look.
Tomorrow, be sure to check out my captain's log because it's all about London Comic Con. It's about an hour and a half long. Ooh. I know it's long, but it's shorter than last year's. But I put a lot more goodies into it. I included pictures and little funny phrases and stuff during the video. So check it out. It'll be fun. Hopefully you guys enjoy it.
That's awesome.
You should do a Fleet Yards episode on the Eagle 5 from Spaceballs. That was on the to-do list. I don't think we ever did it, though.
I don't remember editing it.
Oh, then yeah.
Well, let me send you Spaceballs so you can do the pictures.
Good God.
But I've got a video which I've never watched back. It's a highlight for me because it was from our Doug Drexler Ticonderoga trip where he was announced and then suddenly went along. And part of what me and Stuart said originally was that I would love to have taken this chance to look at some highlights over the years. It's kind of hard to... I wish you had control over the images so you can pick and show. It's kind of tricky with the way it is. I took this clip, and to be able to, film Doug Drexler, who knows us very well and is good friends with us, that sort of connection on the bridge of an Enterprise, that's got to be a highlight, a visual that you can never sort of take away. So I'd like to play that. I don't know what they say. A lot of these things sort of went in the archives, never went anywhere. But let's see what Mr. Doug says. Share the moment with us, guys.
mind-blowing, huh?
How many years has it been, Doug, since we on one of these sets?
Well, I mean, the last bridge I was on was, I guess it has to be, how long has it been since Enterprise was canceled?
2008, so 8 years.
That's the last, is that long?
Well, the last season, yeah. Started 2004, so ended 2008.
Oh, it was more than that. Well, anyway, you know,
What did you
But yeah, again, I felt like I can get that footage. It's a bit weird, and I always get the dates for Enterprise wrong. It's 2001, 2005. Atlantis was 04 to 08. I always get that wrong.
Mm-hmm. That was surreal being on the bridge with him. I got a picture of me. He's sitting in the captain's chair, and I'm standing right beside him wearing my Trekyards shirt.
Oh yeah, I'll put that picture on.
And if you want to randomly pick a picture from the ones I sent you, and I'll just talk about why I selected it, that'd be awesome.
That sounds good. That sounds good.
Yes, yes.
Let me just let them all load.
So guys, 110 of you here. Everybody hit like. Make sure they get those likes up. That's still important. But just being here is awesome. We really appreciate it. You guys are fantastic. And I know we started early, so more people might tune in like 20 minutes or so, thinking it might be the regular time. So,
but it's been a good time already. We feel loved.
Yeah, absolutely. That's an understatement.
Well, it's like we would not be here without you guys. Both literally when it comes to views, and well, literally again when it comes to financial support. I mean, but we hope that we give you bang for your buck.
Bill Barkley says that. Stuart, did you try the Star Trek Universe thing at Comic-Con? I have no idea what that is. I think you're talking about New York Comic-Con. I didn't go to that. I was at London Comic-Con.
Yeah, anytime we go out of the country, it takes an Indiegogo just because we just can't manage it ourselves. Yes, there's the picture of you and Doug then. So do you want to talk about that for a second? And I don't know, that moment.
I actually don't remember that moment specifically. I was going through my pictures, and that's the uncropped one. I cropped out the kilt and the feet, and that's okay. It's fine. I don't remember exactly when that happened, but going back through my pictures, I saw that. I was like, that's incredible. So I had to share that with you guys. Just that moment, just being that close to like a Star Trek legend on the recreation of the TOS bridge sets was fantastic. And I'm wearing the old style Trekyards shirt with the Trekyards web series and Trekyards.com or on the back. Haven't worn that shirt in forever, actually. I should have dug that out. But yeah, it's just a great experience. We've done so much over the 5 years. We've met so many great people. There's just so many stories to tell. Speaking of, we didn't tell our story of how we met yet.
Well, I mean, there are videos for that.
Oh, good God!
I feel like I should go back and just find a video us explaining how. I've got 2 videos that we did when we did the first trip, where I was back at your house for a bit. We did a whole lot of Q&As, and there's 2 videos that I want to show, one of which is why we still do Trekyards, and Drunk Trekyards 1.
Oh, good God, I remember that. I remember the thumbnail for that was awesome. Yeah.
We never released them, though. Not Drunk Trekyards. Neither have been
that
seen.
must have been a live then, because there is one with you're wearing sunglasses, and I got the Saurian brandy bottle.
Yeah, that's literally us in the since us in the house, and we did them, and we said at some time they'll come out. We weren't sure when, so it's us legitimately drunk. We had a drinking session with you and some friends, and then I said, Stuart, let's get out there to film, and you were like, yep, and we went down, put it all together, and we filmed. We didn't know what we were talking about, we just did, and I have no idea the results.
Shron Moore says, just dropping in from at Bird of Prey 5's live stream. Greetings, Trekyards and fellow nerds. Well, hello. Say hello to Bird of Prey 5 for us. Too bad he can't be here, but go enjoy his life. If you want. Don't leave us.
And thank you, Carlo. Appreciate it. He says happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Is there an appropriate picture of how we first met, sort of? I'll tell you what, I will bring up the raw footage. It's not got the audio, I've resynced, but I'll bring up the first episode raw footage and what that looked like, and then we can give the story. Oh, I can't even do that because it won't load into the software. Okay, I've got to convert it first. It's that old.
Oh, good God.
That won't take a minute. Actually, I'll just take a still frame. That's probably fine, isn't it?
Oh, Birdify might be here on here soon. His stream just finished. Okay, cool. That would be great to see him
Fun.
or hear from him, actually. Dystopian guy. Hey, Trekker. Speaking of, Samuel, did a package arrive for me yet?
Nope.
Care of Stuart Foley to your address?
Nope.
Okay. It should be on the way. There you go, Dystopian guy. He's the one that sent it. It's
I'm waiting for many packages from the US at this point. He'll kind of let me down when it comes to
well, he's in
packages.
the UK, so that's why I sent it to you.
Ah, yes.
Mm.
Right, so this is what...
Inappropriate footage would be okay too.
Yeah. So this was the original footage of the original episode, as in the first episode, whereby it's still as it is done now. It's using a screen record software to pull out an image. It's actually the same software. Using his Skype, and I put my software called Sparko Cam next to it, which is my DSLR, and it had a little white box I couldn't get rid of. That's a side effect of it. And I didn't frame it properly because it was literally against, like, it was very poor, like it was on a tripod, and I had to move the whole, like every time I filmed it was like, oh my god, I have to move the desk like 2 foot forward. It was a real, oh my god, but it worked okay. And I made it a square to save memory, and that's the resolution. Yup, it was great. Well, actually, fair, that's the resolution. If you look at a full HD, it was that small. So yeah, that's how we looked.
Oh, yeah, and I had the Romulan prey in front of me. I wanted to have a ship like kind of like that, and for every episode, that didn't become a thing ever.
And yet, then I started flying things around.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you started it yet, or?
No, it's just a still. Like I said,
Because I'm behind.
no, it's
Oh,
still.
just the quality. Okay.
It's just kind of show that, because if you want to say how we first met, but I feel like I know you must. I know you said that in a video somewhere.
Somebody asked if we had blooper reel footage or anything. There are tons of bloopers, guys, but they're all attached to separate videos, so we don't have them compiled together.
I'd have to go through every single
something
video.
We've been meaning to do for a long time, but
I'll have to go
it'll take time.
Every single raw bit of footage, resync all of the audio manually for all of our audio sources, if they're all there still, because 5 years, and then edit it all again, but only take out the bad stuff. So that would take at least sort of 2 or 3 or 4 full days to do to get even something. And don't earn enough to take 3 days off, sort of thing. Because that won't get any views. It'd be great, but won't get any views.
Well, we really need an editor or two, because we should just
The
create
problem is,
content and let other people do the editing.
Because
But
I wouldn't trust them with some of the stuff. Like, the fact is, like, some of the stuff I was editing this week, I was careful to edit our opinions to make sure they represent us the best. But an editor isn't us. I'd have to watch every video anyway, so stuff that is important. There's still a lot of stuff I'd have to do either way. So it's tricky. It's tricky.
Yeah. Still, though, I think for some regular episodes, it would take some load off of you. But
Yes.
because I know a lot of other people, Anti-Tracker, Midnight's Edge, everybody, they all have their own editors, so they can.
Yep.
It would help us out immensely.
And I've made every Saturday video for 5 years. Every single one.
And complained about every single one of them, and I have to hear it, guys.
That
so
is...
we need an editor.
Well, no, we have a couple on the email potentially. Just the thing about this year, every month there's been a big project coming. A month or two later, it's take prep to do. That's the irony. It's like there's always a big thing far enough away that you got to concentrate on it, but not far enough away, and then it happens. And the next thing happens.
And Raj says, Trekyards, you guys have any plans to do some more pilots? You know, we got a lot of pilots actually filmed.
Yeah.
We just haven't released them. There's actually a few shows that we've really wanted to push, and just kind of they kind of fizzled out a little bit. So
we need the Patreon to blow up, because YouTube we can do so much. Like, if a video that people enjoy only gets 3,000 views, we make like $6, and that's not worth $3 each for an hour of each of our time, or half an hour of your time, an hour and a half of my time, however it ends up being in the edit. That's not... I mean, no one would work for $1 an hour and be able to pay rent. That's the sad fact. So therefore the Patreon is a way of saying, well, it doesn't matter what you do, you can still afford to live. And so if we can get the Patreon up, then shows like that are going to be sort of Patreon, like, ooh, you made it. So yes, but that's 2020. We have hopes for that sort of stuff.
And James Fowler says, "Ba weep grana weep ninny bong." Same to you, my friend. That's the universal greeting. You would know that if you're a Transformers fan.
Yes.
Not a big deal. Hey, I need to have another drink.
I do think the scale one especially would work. It's annoying because the versus one, the last one, was so close to coming out, like within like 2 weeks, and then the game that we were kind of relying on went bust. So it went from being very, very close to just literally doof, gone. That's weird.
Yeah. I've also got a lot of footage from like other trips and stuff that hasn't been released. We've got some interview footage with some behind the scenes prop makers and stuff like that.
Well, and celebs I filmed
really,
at other events just didn't release because interviews get no views. I mean, the Discovery lady got less than 1,000 views, and it's like, that is a really, really good interview. She's great. But it's like saying if you release an interview with a celebrity, you kiss any sort of money or subscribers, or like it's like a black hole of a Saturday release. Whereas if you release a ship, you at least get a certain amount of views, and you know, it's tricky. That's why Patreon, if we can get we always said 1,000 is the key, but at this point, if we get to 1,500 Patreon, then it doesn't matter what views we get because we're going to put content out that you guys want, and then the lives help cover the rest of it. But with 2020, we're going to do some big stuff. I've already been working for at least 2 weeks on new Patreon exclusive content. So there is.
So guys, you're going to have to revisit your Patreon. If you are a Patreon, you might want to up the level depending on what perks you want, because we're going to have some cool stuff coming out soon. So
very soon. Yeah.
We'll make an announcement video. It'll be a live video talking about all the Patreon stuff at some point. But oh yes. Yeah,
I'm also moving to a new flat in January, and so my outgoing is absolutely going to skyrocket. So what we make on Trekyards is just enough to keep the rent plus bills going, because when you realize how many bills you have, it's like, like that number that you're scared of the rent is like that plus a massive percentage more. Like we're working out that I have to pay like maybe £200 worth of tax every month, and it's like, oh well, that's now out of my affordable range, but it's like, that's the lowest price rent you can get, so got to up the money just to be able to live. Or dig in savings every month, but you know, you can't.
Let's not get depressed. We're getting depressed.
No, it's exciting. That's what I'm saying. It's exciting because the more you support, the more we can do. The more we can do, the more we can do. You know.
Well, Knight's Arm says, of all the Star Trek channels that I know of, you guys are my favorite. All the episodes I have the chance to see have been great, and the few times I can make the live streams, they're great as well. Thank you very much.
And you're great too.
Yes.
Also.
And Jarzia puts in $5 Canadian. Thank you very much,
Thank
sir.
you.
Would you guys consider doing Trek game review lives? Like maybe you both play through a Final Unity or DOSBox and do a review like for an episode. That'd be fun, talking about old games specifically. I used to play Final Unity all the time on my old laptop, so I love that game. I do have it somewhere. So
yeah, I mean, we've talked about doing Sins of the Third Empire, but you don't really like the gameplay. Well, I think I can convert you on it. You just need more practice. I mean, you've done some Stowe stuff, but the views have been pretty abysmal. But again, that's time of day. You know,
do it for fun. I don't do that.
It's not a show. Yeah, exactly. But I definitely think it's worth doing a show. It just has to be sort of regular and regularly doable. I mean, we always have plans. We always have ideas. I know I want to stream something while you're here, some video game, because we've got 2 PCs. It'll be easier. And when I get my flat, then I would love to, because I think when the flat, fly you in for a week and we just say, right, we're going to stream, we're going to get some pizzas, we're going to go stream from 6 p.m. to 12 p.m. drinking, eating, gaming, and then any super chats are great, any views are great. It's just like a live hangout, and if you make $500, that pays for his travel to the UK, and everyone wins with a great video, you know.
Yeah, and do it a week that there's no convention we have to worry about, anything like that. It's just be a week of hanging out and getting stuff done. So
it's like I know it's a ridiculous thing, but I'd love to do. We put a start a movie or a movie on the TV and have mics close to us so we don't hear the TV screen, and say, right, we're going to start the movie, 3, 2, 1, go, and then we just do live commentary. Obviously, we can't show the movie, but you put us on the background with the movie, and then you get to and we get just to have you just watch us watch the movie.
And you can watch that anytime because you can just go
Yes.
rewatch our video and just watch the movie with it. So you got our commentary.
Yep, that I'd have to do.
You got 3 new super chats.
Oh,
Ian Warrender puts in £2, 100 likes coming, and some super chats. Okay.
sorry, that was a boost.
Adam
Thank you.
Wozniak puts in 25 PLN, whatever that is. Thank
That
you very
is
much.
Poland Zoltz, Poland Zoltz, and it's £5, so it's $8.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Awesome.
Happy birthday, and thank you for creating my favorite YouTube
Aw.
channel. I remember watching Stuart making his model kits. That got me to try making my own. Well, that's
brilliant.
awesome, Adam. I would love to see some of your results because of that. I love that. That's kind of the thing that got you going. It makes me
we
really
never
happy.
we never know what people take from our videos.
We'll latch on to, yeah.
Yeah, we know what we give to them, but that's amazing. Thank you so much. That means a lot.
Yeah. Jarzia puts in another $2. Have either of you tried Stellaris New Horizons? Yes, I have it downloaded. I've played a few minutes of it, but just I don't have the time to play games, unfortunately. I wish I did.
Well, that's why having it as big content kind of makes sense. It's just hard to. I played 5 or 7 minutes of Stellaris itself because you got to know the game before you can play it, and I was confused and unimpressed. Sins is so easy to play. It's so straightforward. It's just Armada, just better. Like there's more to do, but that was a whole different thing.
Did Stuart have a video channel before he joined Trekyards? Bill, the channel you're watching, if you look at the YouTube name, is called Nightstalker-666. My personal channel got appropriated for Trekyards and became Trekyards.
Oh,
so all my old videos are still there at the beginning. If you go to oldest videos, you'll see them all. I've since moved all those over to a Captain Foley personal channel, which is a separate thing now. So if you're not subscribed to that, subscribe to that. But yes, the answer is yes.
And
it's
you're
because of my YouTube channel.
You're on it.
Because of my YouTube channel that Trekyards actually exists. Because I guess we could just get in the story now. We should just tell it.
Well,
your idea was for one of us to tell it while the other one went away. Because I got to go to the washroom and get a drink.
Actually, so do I. But that sounds like a great idea. But before you do go, it was also because we put on your channel because I wanted to keep mine like mine.
Yeah.
You're already making because you're making vlogs. It made sense. I mean, you had a very small community, but it was worth it. And then like 100 episodes in, we were like, we could make a new one, but we'd lose all the progress and we wouldn't be monetized. Yes. It just wasn't worth it. And so it took some convincing from you or of you to change the name, but you agreed after like 6 months. Like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
But since then, I've uploaded all the old videos to the Captain Foley personal channel anyway, so it's kind of its own thing now. But yes, this started out being my personal channel. I just wish that the YouTube name was Trekyards because it's YouTube/Nightstalker-666, and then it doesn't make any sense.
No,
which is a shame, but that's okay.
But you could not have known.
I couldn't have known. No.
But if you want to go pee, I'll give my version of the story, and you can come back. I'll pee, and you give your version of the story.
Okay, right before I go though, I'll read the super chat.
Thank you.
Jonathan Davies puts in £13. Thank you,
wow, thank you.
Keep up the good work, guys. Time for a drunk episode synopsis. I suggest Spock's brain. Oh yes.
Okay, well I'll do that then. I don't know. I'll wait for you to come back. That sounds fair. So we will do that. Don't worry. But I'll do the spiel, and then he'll come back. He'll do his spiel. I'll come back, and
he'll tell us who did it better and how alike they are, and then yeah, I'll be right back, guys. I gotta get another drink anyway. I'm empty.
All right, bye, Stuart. All right, so this is the story of how we first met. So, Stuart had a YouTube channel. I was editing. I was making Star Trek Temple Anomaly, my fan film, and I was doing VFX for that, trying to learn the ropes. And I was editing something for that, and I had on my second monitor. I was looking at things, bobs on YouTube, and I came across this review of Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan, and I was like, okay, I'll watch that. I watch lots of stuff. And I actually listened to it, and I learned some things I didn't know before, and that was kind of cool. And I was like, what else has he done? I quite like this guy. His vibe's quite cool. And I watched his other movie reviews, and I was annoyed how few he got at that point, because he'd made them while I was watching him. And he said in a vlog, because again, I had time to burn, that his birthday was in like a week. And I was like, well, I'm doing VFX, and I'm kind of bored by what I'm doing, because I was doing the same scenes again and again, remastering. So I made a new scene from it. It's the TOS shuttle flying through the Captain Foley. And I sent it to him, and he oh my god, that's amazing. It was, you know, such a great response because my simple skill set at the time was enough to really give him something cool because he needed an intro to his videos. He really did. And then, yeah, that was it. He loved it. He mentioned me on his channel, and that was kind of cool enough. Like, oh, this YouTube guy's mentioning me. Yay. And then I was doing work, just whatever. I think a few weeks had passed. I think between a month and 2 months passed. And then we got back in contact. I think I said hi or something, and then we end up making plans that I would make him more animations for some dollars, which would then help me with my rent, because I was moving back to university really soon. So that was really cool. Like, oh, I got a paying client. That's cool. And then he would do those, and then at some point down the line, I was making quite a few, and he really loved them. We started talking a bit more, like personably, and for some reason, one of us, more likely me than him, suggested let's do it because I was a video producer. That's what I did as my university degree and such. I love ships, you love ships. Let's make a show. It's something fun to do. And so we did plans. I remember distinctly the very first Skype call we ever had. He was on his porch. I put some books to a phone on it to try and talk to him. I want to talk to him properly with speakers and stuff, and I had a great conversation with him, and we had a notepad, and I was writing down what we could do, and it got quite convoluted with like, oh, the first minute will be this, the second minute will be this, like really planned, which we tried to do for the first one, didn't really work, because, you know, you say what you say. And then we did the Skype, and we had to film the pilot like 5 times because the Skype kept dying, but it meant that by the end we knew the jokes very, very well, because I joked about the weather 5 times in a row. It was great. And then we did the show. It's just the 2 pilot scheme, and then we believe we had the first 3 filmed before the first one came out. And it came out, we started sharing them, and then within 2 months we had Doug Drexler, James Corley, someone else, Rick Stumpett maybe, replying to messages, replying to posts about the ship things, and they were positive. And I remember saying to my parents, oh my god, Doug Drexler, he did this, this, and this. He liked one of our videos. And we messaged Doug out of the blue and said, hey, do you want to be on the show? And then he said yes. And then Rick Sternbach, same thing, Edward Probert, that we within like a month and a half, because it was October we released. And by middle of December, we already had like 5 amazing guest stars, the best real guest stars. And then we just sort of kept doing the show. And there we go.
Hey guys, I'm back. Desiree J. Terrebonne says, hello, Captain. Thanks again for the chance for this Vice Admiral to have a seat on the command chair at London Comic Con 2019. Desiree is going to be in my captain's log. She has a very poignant message for everyone. So you got to watch the captain's log. Desiree, you're in it. And thank you very much for showing up. I missed you last year. She's been a Trekyards fan for quite a while. And she was at London Comic Con a few years ago. But last year she couldn't make it for reasons. But this year she was back, better than ever. So there you go.
Very nice. Do you want to read the super chat? Then I'll pop off and then come back.
Hellrats96 puts in $20. Wow, thank you.
Thank you. That's crazy.
Hey guys, just finished watching your Disco Shuttle and low-res D holograms in Picard videos. Shake my damn head. Really hope they don't ruin Picard with more half-ass FX. Don't need another end simulation. Yeah.
We'll wait and see. So yeah, that was my version of how it all started. So I'm going to pop off and let's see what Stuart says. All right, see you in a minute. And for clarity, I went up until December, just in case it's important.
I don't even know what that means. But yeah, I had created my own YouTube channel. It was this because my son was a YouTuber. He created his YouTube channel. Was doing pretty good. He was making some really creative videos, and I said, "Well, I can do that. I want to try that." So I thought I'd do some model making reviews and show off some of my collection, my Franklin Mint Star Trek stuff, my props, anything I had, and just talk about them. Essentially, just wanted to share my love of Star Trek. So I made my own channel. Sylvia was very supportive in that. She really thought I should give me something to do, kind of break up the monotony of life and share my model making skills and things like that. So created my own YouTube channel, uploaded a lot of model builds and things like that. If you, like I said, if you go back and at the top of the video selection for Trekyards, if you click sort videos and oldest to newest, you'll see all the old stuff, all the original stuff on the channel. Or just head on over to Captain Foley personal channel, do the exact same thing. It'll show you all the old stuff that I had. But I also did some movie reviews. I watched some Star Trek movies and did my own commentary and thoughts on them. And Samuel does a lot of editing, and he usually wants something to listen to while he edits, just to kind of keep his mind occupied and whatever. So he found my review of Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan and watched it and learned quite a few things that he didn't know, and he knew quite a bit about it. So that's what I wanted the channel to do anyway. I just wanted to tell people the knowledge that I had locked in my brain. So that was great. Then he messaged me because I did a captain's away mission vlog because it was close to my birthday. I was out for a walk talking about my birthday. Oh, and by the way, Captain Foley is because of Sylvia. When we first met, she started calling me Captain, like, hey, Captain, what do you want to do today, Captain? It was just kind of a nickname for me, so it became Captain Foley. That kind of became the persona on the Trekyards or the YouTube page. But I started out saying, hi, I'm Stuart, instead of Captain Foley. So it actually started as Stuart, but became Captain Foley. So that's the story behind the name. But anyway, Samuel heard that it was my birthday coming up, so he, of course, likes doing ship animations and stuff, but without any real drive or vision for making one. He says it gets kind of boring, which I can't imagine. If I had his skills, I'd be making animations all day, every day. I would have so many great ideas. But he ended up making me an intro for my channel that said Captain Foley, and had a little TOS shuttlecraft fly through the O in Foley. You can see it on some of my Captain's Log videos and stuff. I used to use it all the time when he first gave it to me because it was the only one I had, and now I mix them up all the time. So, and then the TOS Enterprise flies by because he knows that was my favorite ship, and you hear it wind up when it takes off to warp. So I thought that was great. I actually had a CG made intro for my channel. That's amazing. And so we started talking back and forth, and I asked him to do a few more animations for me with different ships and stuff like that. And he did. He, to alleviate the boredom. He didn't know why, but he did. And he did some great stuff. And then we started talking and found out we both really love ships. They're like one of our favorite parts of the Star Trek universe. So one day we did a Skype call. I was sitting outside with Sylvia on the back deck in the backyard, nice sunny day. Skyped in with Samuel, started chatting, and we came up with an idea for a show that we would want to watch ourselves about Star Trek ships. Because I've got all the old Starfleet battles manuals, all the old books, a lot of information that a lot of people might not have, a lot of the fast information, Starfleet battles, things like that. Thought, well, we could tell the story of these ships and explain how they work in universe and things like that. And it would be a channel that I'd want to watch myself because I'm a huge ship fan. Didn't know how many ship fans there were out there. Sharon Moore says, could you give a shout out to Anti-Trekker? Hope he's feeling well and he's out of pain soon. Yes, he just had surgery. So Anti-Trekker, hope you're feeling a lot better, man. By all means, swing by if you can. But yeah. So anyway, Samuel and I were talking on Skype, and I have a leather-bound book with a Delta on it that I got at a Comic-Con, actually. It's a handmade leather book. And on the first couple pages, I just wrote a bunch of ideas that we had, and that eventually became Trekyards. And we came up with a few list of ships, and I did an intro video of Samuel and just talking about some of the work he had done, because he'd done a Stargate fan film and things like that before. Introduced him on the channel, and then eventually the first episode came out, and I was blown away with the quality of it. For the first 30 some odd episodes, I watched every single one of them. I was a fan of our work. I was a fan to see what he did with the edit afterwards. So I'd watch our episodes. I don't watch them anymore because I just don't want to see myself half the time. So I don't watch the new episodes, but it was a real novelty. I'd put them on the big screen and just watch the episodes. I was so thrilled that I was had a show about Star Trek ships with me on it. And then we kind of branched out. We spoke to Doug Drexler. He was the first person that actually I messaged, and he got right back to me, and we asked to have him on the show. He said yes. And then it just racked up from there. We got Alec Peters on before the whole Axonar debacle. So we had him on. We had Andrew Probert, Rick Sternbach, John Eves. Because once you get in touch with one of them, you feel better to talk to the other ones. It was all because of Doug Drexler, though, that we started talking to the designers. So it was actually really fantastic. And yeah, we filmed a few of them, and I told Sammy, I just release them all right now. And he's like, no, you gotta wait. You release one every week. And I'm like, no, they're so good. People have to see them. No. So I'm glad he told me to do that, because releasing them all at once would have been silly. But anyway, so yeah, that's basically the inception of Trekyards. And yeah, we're so excited to get to 5,000 viewers. We're so excited to get to 7,000 viewers. And if you watch my first couple episodes, I'm like, yay, I have 40 viewers or 40 subscribers, and yay, we hit 100 subscribers. And now it's like we're at 51,000. And now it's like, oh, we're only at 51,000 after 5 years. We should be at 100,000 at least. But we get discouraged a little bit. It's just funny how your mindset changes. Plus your confidence on screen. If you go back and watch those first few videos, when it was just me, it was fine. But when I was doing Trekyards for the first time or interviewing Samuel, I sound like a bit of an idiot. So I'm just kind of like, eh. So that's basically the story of how Trekyards came to be. Just because of my channel, he saw a movie review that he learned a few things in and thought he'd contact me and make the intro for my birthday for the channel, and it was really appreciated, and that just struck up this friendship. And now we talk every week, sometimes every day, every week. It's just been it's been a great ride, and I consider Samuel one of, if not my absolute best friend, because I do talk to him on such a regular basis, and we've done so many great adventures together and done so many things that if you had told me 5-6 years ago that I'd be doing, I would have told you were nuts. Like, you're gonna go visit Doug Drexler's house, who designed this, and other designers. I'd be like, you're crazy. But here we are. So that's my version of the story. Perfect timing for Samuel to come back. So I just ended too. Oh, you've been watching. I figured you were. That's why you were taking so long. Because, yeah, okay. Fine. But we got 2 new super chats. So let me read those. Fat Produce puts in $10. Captain, take a half shot. I'm going to go to Tulsa, Oklahoma to watch The Wrath of Khan theatrical review with Shatner Q&A in February. I'm pumped to meet him for a 3rd time. That's going to be awesome. My brother is actually going down to Ticonderoga in November because Shatner's going back there. So my brother Steve is going to be seeing Shatner there.
Nice. It's funny how that was far more detailed than mine was as well.
Far more what?
Far more detailed.
I figured you would have gone into detail, so we're trying to tell the best version of the story. So
that's true.
Who did it better, guys?
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments who told the story better.
We definitely
usually we break it up into segments.
I have a rhythm, but to say the whole thing. And we definitely said different information as well. Was it you go a lot about your pre? I just summarized. I did track fab film. I did CGI. Moving on. That was my quick and efficient summary.
Oh yeah, you were doing temporal anomaly. I forgot to mention that.
Yeah, that's why I was animating. So I wasn't animating for the Stargate one. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, I don't have a shot glass right now. It's all upstairs. I'll just take a couple swigs.
Yes. Take many swigs. But yeah, let us know who you think did it better, quote unquote.
Both great stories. The Cap. Trekyards told the story better. Hello, both of you. Considering the distance between you two, how has it affected your friendship? And will Sam eventually move to Canada? He will not move to Canada. I will not move to the UK. But I think it's probably better we have the distance so we don't want to kill each other. There's been the odd time when we've been together. It's like, I'm sure I got on your nerves because I snore, things like that.
Well, that's just reality. It's just deal with life.
Yeah. But I think we have such a good friendship now. We finish each other's sentences. We have
that was the delay. Thoughts. That was the Skype delay.
See, our episodes, when you watch them and you have those stupid dad jokes at the beginning, those aren't planned. They're just on the fly. We're going in to do this episode and you think of something. And a lot of times he'll steal my idea or I'll steal his idea. We think too much alike. That's very scary.
And I remember last week during the, well, I feel like last week, but during the Picard stuff, we filmed like 21 videos. I said something in a live and then you used that as intro to a video, and I was like, that was my like you said it better, like you said it well, but like, yep, that was because we incorporate each other's ideas and such. Bill, okay. Killers. See, it's funny if you were gone longer, I would have put more detail in. But I was gone twice as long as you, on purpose because you kept talking, and I was trying to do the normal length. And not saying yours was bad, like yours was great.
Oh.
But like people saying
I was trying to tell the definitive story. We usually like leave out all the small details, the minutia.
Well, it's only definitive if we both tell it because that was very much from your perspective. Like you know,
Yeah.
It was all about all about you, but it was more about your stuff. It's like, well, yeah, but I was. But a few bits I forgot about. I forgot about asking to. You said put them all at one go, and I was like, well, no, doy. What are you on about? What are you on about, my son? What are you on about? Forgot about that completely.
Yeah. Oh man, you should be scrolling through the pictures while we're just chatting. Pick a random picture for a minute or two or something.
Okay, yeah, I'll pick one cool. Can you read some non-super chats because there's some fun stuff. There's fun conversations happening in the chat.
Yeah, let me scroll up a little bit.
And I have a guest coming in as well in a few minutes.
Is it your dad?
It is.
Oh goody.
Yep.
Let's see. There's a good one. Hold on, where'd it go?
Actually, I'll pick a video.
Really interesting. What a friendship you guys have built from common love of the show. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. So I actually have a special thing because this was a real highlight for me that we would never have thought was possible. I won't play all of it because copyright. And this is my custom edited version. But if you again mute your microphone, I'll play it. And you can guess what it is, I'm sure. But this is just. Oh, okay. This is such a cool thing.
All right, I didn't finish Fat Produce's $10 super chat. Commander, take half a shot. First media chat, and I accidentally said, "You're my biggest fan," instead of "I'm your biggest fan." Mortified, I squeaked a toy tribble in his face and ran. I was 11. That's so cute.
That is amazing, though. That's a good story, though.
And Bird of Prey 5 showed up. Glad your live stream is over so you could join us, Bird of Prey 5. Nice to see you. Puts in $5. $5 for 5 years. Happy anniversary, guys. Thank you very much, Bird of Prey.
Very, very kind.
Nice seeing you again. I hope you're doing well, sir. And Hellrats96 puts in $5. Off topic. Have you guys had a chance to watch the Expand Chat? New season drops soon. #SamDrink. And you want to give the answer at the exact same time?
3, 2, 1. No.
No, not yet. There you go. Let's see. Sam. I would leave the UK for Canada, but I wouldn't leave to go anywhere else. Thank you, Carlos. Canada's a nice place.
Canada's a nice place.
Do you prefer to the States, Samuel?
That's
not that you've seen much of it.
Apples and oranges. Like I'd love to be in LA to be in LA.
Yeah.
Like Midwest, whatever. Just cause it's like, well, I mean, great, the food's everywhere, but also Canada. It's like living in London could be better than as in my London could be better than living in your little neck of the woods. There's more stuff to do, or it's better to be out where you have more bigger houses but less internet, and swings and roundabouts. I also saw three non-super chat questions for me actually. What software do I use to edit? Premiere Pro. Yes. What type of phone do I use? Samsung Galaxy S10. And Commander Samuel, do you have something like the Captain's Log? No. I did 3 episodes, but it just takes too long versus the amount of time. So I actually have to edit it and do I'm not good at one-on-one. Well, I'm better with the lives, but no, it just wasn't worth the time. I can make 2 videos in the time and just wasn't worth anyone's time.
Mm-hmm.
But I do occasional lives by myself for the fans if there's something need be, which is great. I enjoy them and they're hard, but I do them if they need to be done.
Oh, jeez. Bouncing all over the place. Just want to say it's nice to be able to. This is from Ryan K. Just want to say it's nice to discuss the topic with others besides some family members. Also, what I remember from when I was a kid is the ships that first got me into Trek. Oh, Canada. I'm winning. Is there a prize? No, there's no prize. At Trekyards. And from there into sci-fi. Yes. Jeff Jacobs shows up. 100, I wish. $1.99. 50 and 100. Love you guys. Be there as soon as I can. Yes, I know you're busy, Jeff, but when you can, that's great.
So we have the special guest who's sort of vaguely insisting to come on now, but because of the weird everything situation, we have to pop off. But I'll watch on the delay. So I'll be on the delay, and he will pop in. So give me one.
I set out the loudest burp you can possibly imagine, and I muted it. I shouldn't have muted it. What the hell is he? Oh, his Roman attire. This guy's a genius with Roman archaeology and stuff. Can't hear you. Oh. See you later, Dan23.
Now you're unmuted. There you go.
Happy birthday.
To us. Right.
Happy
Thank you,
birthday
sir.
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Trekyards. Happy birthday to you.
And many more.
They said it was fancy dress. So, fancy dress party.
I'm wearing one of my Trekyards uniforms.
Yes. Samuel said not Star Trek uniform today, so I thought I'll just put a hat on.
Works for me.
Ask questions for him.
Hide my baldness.
Yeah,
He's the
ask
ambassador.
Admiral.
He needs your questions. Well, listen to the delay version.
Oh, we could have a hat competition, couldn't we? I got
We
lots
could.
of different hats.
I got a few. I don't have
Yeah.
as many as you probably, but I got a
No.
few. Ted Fisher though puts in $10. I appreciate all the hard work you both put into the channel. My favorite episodes are the fan-made ship reviews. Thank you. Those are our Trekyards originals. We love doing the Trekyards originals. They are fantastic. Senior Commander, that is a stellar mustache. There you go.
What, my mustache or your mustache?
Yours.
Ah, well, somebody should grow one as well, then it'd be all three of us, wouldn't it?
No,
Yeah, I couldn't grow one for the longest time. I only started growing this when I was 30 because I didn't shave for 10 years.
That's enough.
I've never shaved my upper lip. I started growing moustache when I was 16 and I've never touched it since.
There's the chat. There you go.
Wow.
Ah,
So
Ted
who talks
Fisher.
football?
We've done that one, haven't we, really?
Is that his bread and circuses uniform? I would say yes. Yes, it is.
This is my Roman general's helmet when I'm commanding a whole Roman legion, the Legio Secunda Augusta.
I love your pictures and stuff you post on Facebook. I hope I like every one of them. But yeah, you have some really cool reenactment and stuff. That's really cool.
When I was in Rome last weekend, being a priest at Roman Circus, that was good fun. This is for dusting, by the way. So when I walk into a house room, I can just dust the ceiling without having to make any effort.
Or the ceiling fans and the chandeliers. That comes in very handy, I'm sure.
Yes, it's like living in a different dimension. This because there's a delay, isn't there? So it's like, or Stargate, a couple of second delay that helped them with that computer game thing with Teok.
Avatar.
Yeah.
Avatar, Season 8. Ah, there we are. We have the Stargate expert.
So, Dad, what's your earliest memories of Trekyards then? Do you remember us me pitching it? Do you remember?
Earliest
talking about
memories of Trekyards is when you were born by cesarean section a few years ago, which is all on video, actually. We have actually got a video. The anaesthetist, I was chicken. I took the video camera along, and I chickened out. But the anaesthetist, once he finished anaesthetizing, Samuel's mother, actually videoed the birth. So it's never been seen since. No one's ever been brave enough to look at it. But at some point, we could probably edit it and broadcast it.
Oh, poor Samuel.
That's my early memory. That's my earliest memories of Trekyards. It's all.
Maybe push forward a little bit to the actual internet stage.
Well, I remember him talking very fondly about a certain Stuart Foley and doing a surprise birthday present for him. Remember that?
What was your first impression of me? That's what I'd like to know. It was a pleasure meeting you a few times now, so.
Well, it's like any kind of thing on TV celebrities. It's like, because I'm quite well known in my field. Well, I'm quite well known in my field with like minor celebrities, and so you see people see a lot of you, and of course they feel like you're in their life, even though you're not physically with them. So I've seen so much of you, Stuart. It feels like you live. If you don't live in the house, you live next door.
That's a good thing.
So it's
funny. I would love to live next door for sure.
It's funny because, yeah, I mean, it seems strange we don't actually physically see each other because the feeling is there that we do actually see you a lot.
Did you remember when you first met me though? Like, did you think
yes,
this guy's nicer than I expected, or?
I saw
No?
you had more of a physical presence than I thought, because seeing you on the small screen is not the same thing as seeing a real live human being.
Yeah.
And you're probably going to say I look taller than you thought, maybe.
No, you're exactly as I expected, to be honest.
Is that good or bad?
That's good.
Should I take this helmet off now?
Sure.
You think?
We got 3 super chats. I'm going to read those real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Fat Produce puts in $5. The key to a mustache is to grow the beard first, then shave and leave the stash. That way, the mustache phase is... Oh, the molestastache phase is skipped. # Senior Commodore take a drink. I guess you need to take a drink.
Is that me, is it? You're talking to me?
Yeah.
I had some apple juice before I came up. Doesn't that count?
Oh, that's to me. I'll take
If it's fermented apple juice.
No.
It'll ferment in my stomach.
You gotta
Perfect.
get me drunk, guys.
Oh, that wasn't for you though. It's for the commander.
I'll drink
Fat
then.
Produce puts in another $2. Senior Commander
Yeah, but
is
that'll
Sam,
take it. Remember, I
is
wanted
Sam
to say.
from the
Fine, one.
future. Samuel, stop talking.
It's
Is Sam from the future?
Yes, that's right. You see, I'm not really his father. I'm his future self.
It's like that episode of Family Guy where Stewie meets his future self.
Yes. Obviously, I've had a bit of plastic surgery done to make myself look more handsome.
Very good. TXR Way puts in £5. Jolan True Chaps, thanks for 5 years of great reviews and ship breakdowns. I am having a vodka with you. Long love and prosper. Because we live long and prosper, but thank you very much. I'll have another drink to that. I'm having Smirnoff Ice Peach Bellini.
Did that taste nice?
That tasted wonderful. It's nice and ice cold too.
Yes, when I was in Rome doing my Roman reenactment, we did get through quite a large number of bottles of wine because my host was a wine connoisseur and he had a massive cellar. And he said he wasn't going to drink very much, but we got into the mood and he kept bringing up more and more bottles and we just went through lots.
Nice. Your chair is kind of low. Can you up your chair a bit? You're kind of low in the frame.
He did that to put my...
Oh, your hat.
Yeah. I could try and sit up more. This light is very unforgiving. I need to have better makeup so I look better.
You look fine.
No, I look too bleached out.
No, you don't. Somebody said they'd like the Admiral to take over when I go to the washroom next. Well, she's actually laying down for a nap. It would be cool to have the Admiral and you on so that you guys could talk to each other.
Yes. We've never actually done that.
No, not yet. I'm sure the day will come, but that would be great, actually. Jeff Jacobs puts in $1.99. Hail Ambassador. # Anniversary Life Spike. # Make Jeff Pay. All those things. Everybody hit like. 137 of you. We should be well over 100 likes by now. Hit like right now.
Very nice, colourful screen with all these super chats, isn't it?
It is. It's like Christmas.
So Fat Produce puts in $5. I was watching Babylon 5 and spotted a big Zima ad in season 1. XD. That shows deserves more notoriety than it ever got. We are hoping to organise a Babylon 5 convention, actually.
Nice.
In Britain. That's something we're trying to organise and get all the surviving actors together. And Sammy could do some very fun renders for that. And do some green screen photograph work. Put attendees on their favourite, the bridge or whatever sets they want.
Yeah.
Ah.
Cool. He's back.
He is back.
Jill47 puts in $2 and says, "Who has seen the Tribbles short trek?" I have not yet, Jill. We are going to be watching that tomorrow, Samuel and I. We're going to be doing a review of it, and then we're going to do a live on it tomorrow night. So we're going to watch it tomorrow.
Is that for me?
I'm sure other people have seen
yes.
it.
It's slightly fancier.
Interesting bouquet. My little pinky is up as well.
It's called cheap.
Oh yes, you gotta.
Ish. Yeah, you do need to go up. If you stand up, I'll help you put it up.
I've got to stand up now.
Yeah.
Actually, we should do a program where we just keep changing hats. That'd be funny.
There you go.
See who's got the most hats.
I think
You
Dan
will
does,
win.
probably.
Sir.
Or he's
I
most
have a
costumes.
few interesting hats, but I don't have a lot of them.
Also, because you've been drinking so much alcohol, I did bring along my medical tricorder Voyager just to check that you're all
good.
still within legal limits and not suffering too much intoxication or poisoning. So, yeah, seems fine.
So
Very
what do you think
good.
of the cider?
Very good.
It's quite nice.
Yeah. Sort of refreshing.
Sort of a pinky colour.
Yeah. Well, it's strawberry and lime, but it's better chilled.
I'm quite partial to gin and tonics, really.
Yes, yes you are. So guys, well, Stuart,
Gin.
you didn't ask my question. It's Power543 in the chat. We said, what's the ambassador / dad's favourite Trekyards episode? That wasn't asked. So Stuart, you better ask that on the live.
I missed that. You didn't super chat it, so I didn't see it. Why don't you super chat it, you cheap bastard? So, what's your favorite episode of Trekyards? A fan of ours would like to know.
That's funny. I should have
Well, I could say the one I paid for. The Guardian of Forever.
Which you joined us for, and we had a cool visual at the end of that.
Yeah, I mean, the Guardian of Forever is just such a great concept, and it's just so well executed. The design of the gateway, the portal, even the voice. There's so many ways you can get that wrong. Whenever you're doing art like this, sometimes some of the parts becomes greater than the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. If you know what I mean. It was going to be a good episode, but sometimes everything sort of gels. The actors, the chemistry, and that's why it still keeps being ranked, doesn't it? The #1 episode of Star Trek. Whenever you look at online, of all the series, they still rank that the #1. Whether that's right or not, I don't know.
Well, I have always said that that's a good piece of storytelling in general. It could be completely removed from the Star Trek universe. It's not really a good episode of Star Trek per se. It's a good episode of science fiction and storytelling, but it's not necessarily a good Star Trek episode. You know, it is one of the better. It is always ranked high because it is such a good piece. But it could be in any sci-fi show and still be a fantastic.
It's
story.
a tragedy, isn't it? It doesn't have a happy ending. It's the same thing with James Bond. One of the most memorable ones is when he gets married, has a genuine romance, and she dies at the end. And
that's with Lazenby,
who is underrated. I thought he was very good.
He was a great Bond. Well, it's like the episode of Deep Space Nine, The Visitor, with Jake waiting for his dad when he's older. Again, that is a great episode, but it doesn't need to be in the Star Trek universe. I find the best stories in Star Trek that are ranked the highest are the ones that could be you could take away all the Star Trek elements and it would still be a great story.
Yeah, well, the original series, the concept was they were going to get these top science fiction writers who wrote science fiction, who wanted to be on board with this project because it was so adventurous, so different. You know, Harlan Ellison and people like that were mainstream science fiction writers, weren't particularly known for writing scripts, were they?
No.
And to get them on board on this, think about it, revolutionary TV series. We're so used to having Star Trek in the world now for 50 odd years, but I mean, in 1966, my God, I mean, it's like it was groundbreaking stuff. You compare it to Lost in Space and things like that, which were kind of cartoony. They're fun, but they were childish and cartoony. You know, Star Trek was serious. And I'm just so privileged to have been old enough to have actually seen it when it came out, so I remember when it didn't exist and when it did exist, and I was able to appreciate the difference, because the difference was greatest when it first came out. Now people are a bit more blasé about it, except when you have Star Trek, which isn't Star Trek, then you notice the difference again, don't you? Which brings us to Picard, doesn't it? Our mate.
It does. It's actually, your perspective is interesting because you do remember a world without Star Trek. I don't. I was born in 1974, and my brothers were both huge Star Trek fans when I was born. So everybody asked me what's my first memory of Star Trek, and I have no idea, because ever since I was a baby, I was exposed to it. It's just always been in my life, so it's just a big part of my life. But I couldn't imagine not having it, you know.
I remember my mum, because I have very good early memory recall. And I remember my mum telling me there was this new TV series coming on, and it was called Star Trek, and I was going to be allowed to stay up extra late to watch it because it came on at 7 o'clock. So that was past my bedtime. And I remember the weekend before it came on, I was imagining, what is this series going to be like? And it turns out I actually imagined the bridge of the Enterprise, but the cartoon version. I didn't think live action. I actually, with hindsight, that's what I thought. And it was very scary, the first one. I mean, it was Where No Man Has Gone Before, and that was quite a heavy episode if you think about it. I was 7.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that became my home, my retreat, my childhood sanctuary. And
Wait for it. Tay reads out.
I'm seeing
Paul
pictures.
Shepard puts in $5 Canadian. Sorry for cutting you off. High five for being born in 1974. Drink. Also, if you ever come to Ottawa, drinks are on me. Well, thank you, Paul. I think that's for me, but
Yeah.
you can drink too, I guess. 1974 was a good year.
So I was born in 63.
Oh,
All Dad's
there you
drink.
go.
When the Emperor Nero had been emperor for 5 years. 63 AD. So that
You're
makes...
you're a year older than my brother Steve. Who
No,
you met.
No, I said 63 AD. Emperor Nero.
Gotcha.
Also,
So that's 1956. I'm waiting for my
Gotcha.
2000th birthday, which you're invited to the party, by the way.
someone asked, who's your favourite Roman? Legitimate, that's a actual question that came
Now,
up.
there's a different ways of saying Roman.
Andrew Jones, favourite Roman figure? Question mark.
The person I most empathise and am interested in is the Emperor Domitian, which is not what people would normally think, because he's sort of being a tyrant and gets very bad press from the surviving literature, but the archaeology has told us a different story, and I have various reasons for liking him. I've written a lot about him as well, so
Very
I thought
cool.
I got to know him. I spent a lot of time in the Roman world, don't I, Samuel?
Some.
Yeah. People get confused because I do Roman, then I do past and future.
Yep.
That's why I'm known as the Time Lord.
Be joining us for some Star Trek time in October, the end of October, with Stuart.
Yes, that should
We're all going to be
interesting.
there as Team Us.
Lots of costume changes.
Yeah.
Oh, for you, maybe I won't bring too many.
Well, we can lend you a phaser or two, or communicator.
Phaser
or,
rifle. Yes, Stuart, you can.
I've got
Yeah.
tops that'll fit you. I'm sure, Stuart.
I'm sure.
I've got
won't
some
be
red
I won't be
shirts.
bringing too much stuff as far as that goes. I want to travel light, so.
Yeah. We can dress you up in a red shirt. I'm pretty sure
How
that
about
red
no?
shirt will fit you.
Oh, I don't want to wear a red shirt.
No?
Red's bad for my complexion.
Ah, okay.
So is yellow, though. Command yellow doesn't really look good on me either. I don't know. The maroons look good. The grays look good.
So yes, the other thing about Trekyards is, of course, I see my son quite a bit, but I see him even more through Trekyards. So it's kind of funny seeing your.
Do you watch all the episodes?
Sadly, not. I try and listen in to some of the lives, but you just produce too much content, and I've got so much going on in my life.
That's exactly what my brother says. He used to watch every one of them, and then he started falling behind, and now he's like, I can't even watch it.
No,
all.
they're all in a folder. Trekyards to watch. So one day when I retire, having won the lottery.
You'll see your son much, much younger.
But this is the wonderful thing you see, is that you have this legacy, that you're out there. Whatever happens,
Yeah.
you're out there now. And as I said, I
Yeah.
even got images of Samuel being born. The first time Samuel appeared
on screen.
he was 0.01 minutes old. I ought to get that out. We ought to do something.
But is it in 4K?
No,
Of
it's
course it's
analog.
not.
But you got some side questions.
I'm sure some people would pay to see that, wouldn't they? Samuel being born.
How big a super chat can we get for that? No. So Zachary Gibbons asked me how old am I? What year was I born? 1993. And you got some questions. Raj says, where can we read your written work, Admiral? But he's not an Admiral, he's an ambassador. We haven't given the Admiral rank.
Well, I have a Facebook page where I occasionally post that excerpts from the book I'm working on, but most of it's archaeological, so it's in archaeological journals and things like that. So it's not all of those are online.
And one of our amazing admins, so do thank him for his wonderful service, Dale Stafford.
Thank you, wonderful admin, for your excellent service.
Dale Stafford.
Dale Stafford.
Says, if any, which big budget movie do you think portrays Rome the best?
None of them.
Spartacus. The original Spartacus.
What, the one, Blood in the Sand, the one with all the nudity?
No, the TV series with Kirk Douglas. That's probably the closest, I think. Ben-Hur. That's also very good.
Oh, yeah?
Using real actors, no CGI. I mean, the latest Gladiator is a great film, great score. We keep using the music at the event on the weekend. We were using the music, but the history is just rubbish, and the outfits are not very good. I mean, for some reason, I'm sure with the American Civil War, when they make films about the American Civil War, they're very accurate about the outfits, what guns they're using. In this country, if we're going right back to the Tudors, we're very accurate about what they wear. But once you get past that, it's a free-for-all. And the Romans, it's like fantasy, it's Game of Thrones, and no one ever gets the costumes right. Women did not have low-cut dresses that show their cleavage.
They had no dresses, it was all topless, everyone.
So Gladiator is fun. The sad thing about Gladiator is I was that close to being in it, and
really?
Yeah, I will call him my agent for now. I won't mention his name. Because we were messed around so much about the scheduling. Like, it was going to be filmed in Surrey. The big battle scene at the beginning was actually filmed in Surrey. It's about 50 miles away from where we are. And they kept messing around, changing the date. It's going to be a weekend shoot, then a weekend shoot, then a weekday shoot. In the end, my agent said, no, we're not interested, and he didn't think it was going to go anywhere as a movie.
I love
Would you believe?
I'll call him your agent. That's a great euphemism.
Well, it was, in essence. He's got
essence.
all my early gigs on TV were through him.
That's funny.
I would have loved to have been in that. That would have been good, wouldn't it? Myself in Gladiator.
Have you seen Gladiator, Stuart? I assume you have. What do you think of the movie? I'll have to listen to it.
It's one of my favorite movies for sure. I love Gladiator. I have it upstairs. I watch it quite often, actually.
I like Joaquin Phoenix. I've only had a bit of that. Joaquin Phoenix is very good as an actor in that film.
Joaquin, yeah.
Joaquin, there we are.
Yeah. The new Joker.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are we going to go and see that film or not? Keith Ledger is it for me for the Joker. I don't think you can reimagine it.
And Mark Hamill does audio. He's
yes.
brilliant. He's iconic. He's done like 9 different movies and TV shows. Amazing.
Are we not going to talk about the card because I'm here? Or not? Do you ask?
Well, no. I wanted to actually. Glad you brought that up. I wanted to never talk to you about this on the stream because why would we? But I do want to ask you what you think about the Discovery version of the Enterprise bridge, because obviously we watched these shows together a little bit, and I'd love to know. Well, I think everyone would love to know what you think of this bridge. In whatever context you want to give it, that's up to you. And this is and again recontextualize your fandom. Just everyone.
As Doug would say, it's like it's a historical piece, the classic Enterprise classic series, and it should be respected. And so one of the things I do like about DS9, even though it's very, very dark, is when they did the Tribble episode, or whatever it was, I went back in time.
Orb of Time.
They showed you how you can reimagine it and make it valid and accepted for a modern audience.
Mm-hmm. And same with Enterprise.
And so all this messing around, as I said, we always keep saying the same thing. If you bung it in the future, no one cares because you've got free reign to do what you want. Mm-hmm. But it's like the American Civil War, giving them machine guns and having fighter planes flying overhead.
Yep.
While the Confederates because it looks more sexy and people can relate to jet fighters and machine guns rather than, front-loaded muskets.
Also, Khan says, "Congrats, guys. Hi, Sam's dad." His name's John Harrison, which is the name for Khan in the movie.
John Harrison. Yes.
Khan. I just want to go to a little gentle Khan.
He tests me.
But what do you think of the actual design?
From Hell's, whatever it is,
I stab at thee.
I stab at thee.
What do you think? I mean, actually talk about the design for a second, like without the literal sense.
It's quite nice. It's sort of retro. It doesn't look as modern as if you were doing a 2010 bridge or a ship. You would make it
2010.
I'm a time traveler. I lose track. We should be pleased to remember it's that year. What year is it?
2019.
All right, 2019. Well, I've just come back from
This does happen sometimes, guys.
I've just come back from 309 AD. I mean,
Bill.
I'll be right back.
Good.
Yeah, so they've done a slightly retro look, so
Nice,
it looks
yeah.
like it's almost like a 1960s crossover with a modern look. Because modern science fiction doesn't design bridges like that. So in that sense, you can see they've really tried to give it that sort of like old-fashioned look. But the fact is, I just love the original Enterprise
Raj.
bridge, and we're lucky we've been on good replicas of them, and it's nice and cozy, a bit small, and there's too many bright lights as well. It'll give you a headache. I mean, you have a permanent migraine. You'd be going around with, wouldn't you?
Although, as we saw in TNG Season 1, Crusher said, Picard gets a headache, and Crusher's like, "Oh, that's a headache, John Luke." He's like, "What's that?" "Oh, they eradicated years ago." So
Well,
that's a weird thing for
maybe.
the future. But I mean, it has some nice things. Though you would agree, it's somewhat aesthetically pretty.
it's aesthetically pretty.
Yeah, definitely too busy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just unnecessary. It's an unnecessary reimagining.
One of our biggest problems
Well, that's
is
quite a nice shot.
one of the problems is the reflective floor, because it just creates so much unnecessary everything. If that was carpet or the
The
correct
thing about the original series was the sets were designed by real engineers, by Navy engineers, who actually Air Force engineers. So was it Air Force or it was Navy?
No, he flew a B-50 bomber, didn't he? So Air Force.
I thought Matt Jeffries was it in the Air Force.
Yeah, same with Roddenberry. That's why they've gone so well.
Okay, well, that's just because I travel not just in
That's fine.
time and space, but dimensions as well, and I also lose track of which dimension number I'm in.
That is a joke we have often, guys.
Which dimension
Well,
number
in
is this?
my reality, that never happened.
Well, in my reality, Roddenberry was in the Navy. If in your reality, he was in the Air Force. Anyway, so they knew about the importance of practical use of space and what would and wouldn't work, and this just wouldn't work in a real spaceship. It's just too busy, too many lights, and it would just affect people. It's like if you work in an office under neon lights, it's not a good idea.
What's about the Orville Bridge in comparison?
Love the Orville. I'm so pleased that Doug is on it as well. It's nice to know the man has got a good gig, isn't it?
I was talking to Doug 2 days ago. Super excited about it. He'll say hi to Seth for us, Samuel. I don't know if that's going to be a thing, but love to have Seth MacFarlane on the show at some point.
Yes, well, talking about the Orville would be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah, or just his love for Star Trek. Being on Enterprise, just being on the sets would be cool.
Well, we were offered a tour of the set by one of the actors.
Yeah, I want to grab that at some point.
If we ever get out there. So, I haven't been to California for 6 years, which is unusual for me.
Wow.
But it was
Yeah, this is somebody just mentioned birthday cigar. Nice shot. This is a cigarello. It is a wine-flavored cigarello for special
wine
occasions.
flavored.
Yes.
But yes, I'm really pumped for, as I've already posted on my stream, I'm really pumped for Picard from what I saw of the trailer.
Oh, yeah, we haven't even talked about that, have we yet? So
Given that we know
double live conversation that we haven't.
Given that we know quite a few of the people, it makes it you feel more invested.
Certainly.
Having interviewed Patrick Stewart a couple of times,
Yeah.
and in quite a lot of depth and stuff that hasn't been released, and what he was saying, it was a big decision for him to go back and do that. It's funny because he actually showed us his uniform while he was there that he'd got.
Oh, we don't necessarily meant to talk about that. I've avoided talking about that before.
Oh, right, okay.
Just saying.
Well, I haven't got a script. I haven't been told what's on and off limits. So.
I know.
So him wearing the uniform was a big thing because he wasn't into that. But seeing all the callbacks to the uniforms, it was so well done, and it was so simple, and it looks like they do want a commercial success, despite rebelling like a rebellious teenager who wants to, break out in his own direction from not what his father's doing. They've actually learned that what his father was doing was actually quite good.
And earned the money for 50 years, didn't it?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was a bit like every new generation wants to create their own identity, want to do something different. But sometimes parents or the older generation have actually got it right. Not that I'm referring to myself as an older generation.
Clark-
This is just makeup that makes me look
Clark
old.
85 says, you know Trek.
Well, not as well as Samuel does. Oh, well, that looks good, doesn't it? I want to go back to the Enterprise. That was like being at home. No wonder William Shatner keeps wanting to go back.
I'm surprised he keeps wanting to go back, to be honest.
Well,
Because,
I've noticed an apparent change in his attitude the last few times I've seen him.
Yeah, me too.
More reflective. Don't want to say it's because he's old, because he's been mature for many years now, so he must have got used to that. But I think sometimes the older you get, the more reflective you get on your life, and I think he started to value a bit more the time he spent on Star Trek, because that was when he was young, and it was a good period of life for him. And those sets, I think, help him connect with, I don't want to say happier times, but more youthful times. So I think he likes just being on the sets, because that's a big effort for him. I mean, what is it, 86? Getting on for 87? To Ticonderoga is, if you've ever been there, not the easiest place to get to.
Nope.
If
you fly in, it's still like an hour and a half.
Doug will tell you about the many, many fun journeys and delays and things he's had getting to Ticonderoga.
Yep.
It's a nice drive from Boston, though. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it is. But I was going to say, when he did his documentary, The Captains, at the end, he was like, I'm beginning to get this feeling that the work we've done has meant so much to so many people. And he seemed like he was really getting into it. And then later, he did an interview where they asked him what his favorite episode was, and he goes, I think it's the city on the edge of the river. And I'm like, really? Wow. Thank you, sir. You've been talking about this for how many years, and you did that. It's like, oh.
We still couldn't know if that is just a slip of the mind because he is 86.
That's what everybody says, but I'm like, really? You've been asked that question for how many years? You should have an answer.
I mean, you know the difference. You and I have both met actors who are actual Star Trek fans.
Yes.
Know the series, not quite inside out, but they live it. And you can see the difference when you talk to them and how pumped they are for what they do. And then there's actors who it's a job, and that's fair enough. And William Shatner is a good actor in what he does because he's not like Captain Kirk is not like William Shatner. Yeah, everyone loves Captain Kirk, so it just goes to show you how good he is at what he does.
True enough. I've met a few actors who I really love their character, and met them a few times, and I'm like, I don't like the person. I like the the character. And it's a shame because it really jades your view of the person.
Well, they say never meet your heroes because they find they've got feats of clay.
Yep, exactly.
So hopefully I didn't disappoint you when you met me for the first time, Stuart.
Well, hopefully I didn't disappoint you when you met me for the first time, Stephen. I mean, Admiral. I mean, Commodore. I mean, Ambassador.
Yeah, I met you coming up a flight of stairs.
In the hotel at Ticonderoga.
Yeah, so that was not like normally you want to arrange it so you like meet somewhere. It's like you're prepped, not just to run into each other on a flight of stairs, which is not the safest place to run into someone, is it?
No, I was kind of worried about meeting you. I didn't think you'd like me or whatever, but we got along great. You got along with my brother Steve. You guys hung out quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean,
because Samuel and I were busy doing other things. So
that's very strong memories of that trip.
Yeah,
and that's what traveling's all about: is getting new experiences and meeting people, and how you can give more depth to your life.
Yeah, when I come to the UK at the end of the month, are you coming with Samuel and I on Friday to London?
I'm probably going to be already at Birmingham.
Okay.
I've already booked the hotel rooms for that. I've got photo shoots on Saturday, and I'll do a bit of networking for you up there.
Appreciate that. Yeah, because Friday we're going to spend all day in London, and I've never been to the UK, and I definitely want to see a few of the sites because I'm a Sherlock Holmes aficionado. So
Well, I like Sherlock Holmes as well. Yes, I sort of work in London, so it's not so much fun to be there. But Camden, I work in Camden, which is a very trendy part of London.
yeah,
And the amount of dressing up I do, I would go down quite well. I've got long leather calf-length jackets, and I need to get myself a decent couple of wigs. I've got a wraith wig, if you know Stargate.
yeah.
There's the episode Vegas in the last series where you have a wraith, which normally their hair's just white and long. It has a black stripe in it. I wear that. I look like a passable vampire.
Yeah.
It's just nice to have hair.
Devo 77X and Lego Tevis 1
That's me.
says that
That's
says
my
that
name.
says that I would pull off a Rathacon uniform well. Thank you. I would really like one. I'd like a good quality one. I have done a good Photoshop of me in it, and I gotta say, I look fantastic in it. Like I said, the maroon really highlights my complexion and all that. I find the
Better than red.
Better than red, yes. The darker maroon color looks really good on me. So does dark navy blue, so does black, so does gray.
Yeah, I found the same thing with me when I was wearing the Picard command outfit. It looks better than the other colours I wear.
I'm looking at the chat. Legovitus. How do you say that name?
Yeah, I want to know. That's my name. So how has he hacked my account or something?
He must have. Hi everyone. When Stuart realized this is Commander Calkins, that's what I thought.
Yes.
He's on your account. He's being a.
Oh, that's right. He's gone down because the computer's on downstairs. That's why.
Oh, hi Samuel. You're still here. We love you so much. We miss you.
Fun for Dad to keep it logged in.
Yeah.
Supercoops have only met two famous actors, Marina Sirtis back in 1996 in Scotland. She was a little abrupt. Then Michael Dorn last year, who was also a bit miserable. Maybe they were both having bad days. Yeah, I got a good photo shoot with her recently. I'm pleased to see that she's in the new series. I was watching an interview of her time on Star Trek, and I got a deeper insight into her love for the series and her as a character.
Is this Marina Sirtis?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's one of the ones I can't stand in person. She always tells the exact same 3 stories every time she's on stage. I have issues with her, but that's okay. Denise Crosby, who I just interviewed, is fantastic. She is amazing. Very nice woman, and she remembered my name, so that's great.
Yeah, that was quite a nice surprise to see you on stage. And
Did you watch the interview?
Nope, not yet.
Oh, you need to watch it.
I have at the moment about 1,700 emails sitting on my open folder to look at. So
Yeah.
it's left there to remind me to look at it.
And Jonathan Davies says, Stuart, some of the filming locations for Sherlock are in Cardiff, 200 miles west of London. Well, I don't care. I'm not the hugest fan of the new Sherlock. I'm a real fan of the real Sherlock. And I think Granada did it best back in the 80s with Jeremy
Yes.
Brett. Jeremy Brett was the best Sherlock Holmes ever.
And
so.
I've got a Jeremy Brett story as well.
Ooh.
When I was earning money to do my second degree, I was actually a motorcycle courier for a bit. And I was given, this is the old days when we actually had film, I was given an episode of Sherlock with Jeremy Brett in a film can to deliver.
Oh, nice.
From the people who developed it back to the people who developed the film back to the studio. So there we are. There's a little connection.
That's amazing. Yeah,
And
I
I
grew
got
up watching that series.
And we didn't have mobile phones. We didn't have radios. We had pagers. And I kept being paged every 10, 15 minutes because the company was so impatient to get their film. And I got slightly lost. And it took me a bit longer to get there. So I haven't thought about that for years, but thank you for digging up that memory.
No problem. I would love to have met Jeremy Brett. Unfortunately, he passed away. So
Too early.
Yeah, but he was a fantastic actor, just in general. But as Holmes, he was the perfect epitome of Holmes.
What was your favourite season 1 episode of TNG, Dad? I could say the one I can remember, which is the counter at Farpoint, which wouldn't be true. I'm not very good with the names, really. I mean, I can remember most of the TOS ones, but the Next Generation are a bit of a blur. But I always remember the Enterprise C, yesterday's Enterprise. That's a great episode. I like that.
Do you prefer Andrew Probert's unused Enterprise C or Rick Sternbach's version of it better?
Ooh, you're putting me on the spot because I like both the guys and I don't like to cause friction.
I like them both as well, but
Yeah.
I'll definitely say I prefer Rick Sternbach's version. Just it looks more like a battleship, like it's supposed to.
Yeah, I mean the curves are a bit soft. I think that's what he's saying, isn't it?
On Andrews, yeah.
But even Andrew's ship took as I said on when I was last on, we moan a bit about discovering all the changes, but seeing the Enterprise D the first time was a big step, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And we grew to love it.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people still hate it, though. I can't imagine that. I think it looks great.
So good tea, nice house, Canadian dollars 5. Happy anniversary! I first stumbled upon your channel 3 years ago while trying to figure out how the turbolifts work. I've been hooked ever since. Smiley face
Thank
with
you.
sunglasses.
Yes.
Thanks very much.
Yeah. I don't think we did read John Harrison. Samuel did, yeah.
If I knew I was going to be on, I would have dug up my Wraith wig so I could have sat here looking really kind of scary. I have to do that for Halloween, won't I? There we are. Give me an idea. We're doing a Halloween broadcast. And I'll make sure I put on all my white makeup. And, yeah.
Supercoop says he likes both versions, but the unused version looks better, he thinks. A lot of people think that. I disagree, though. I think Rick's is far superior.
Well, Rick overall is a great talent, isn't he? I mean, the aesthetic he designed across multiple platforms in terms of ships and equipment and that, he's a fantastic artist.
Frost UK says, how do the turbolifts work? They look terrifying in Discovery, the recent sort. They look absolutely awful in Discovery. Every time we've seen them, I don't know why they double down on that effect, because it's awful. But yeah, I'll have to do an episode on how the turbolift system works and how it should work.
Are you going to do it on how they work in Beyond, where it's like a roller coaster ride? I mean, for God's sake, I mean, who are these people in charge?
Right? Yeah, I would have to talk about that for sure, but yeah. Rick is a very sociable person. He is indeed, Desiree. He's absolutely awesome. He's like, listening to Rick's stories is fun because it's like you're sitting down at a family gathering with your grandpa and he's telling you all these stories. Rick is great to listen to. All the designers are, but they'll have their own little quirks. Andrew Probert actually reminds me a lot of my dad, and I've told him as much, and he said it was an honor for me to say that. So him and my dad have a lot in common. So
yeah, Andrew has an interesting sense of humour, and in some ways it's very British. It's a very dry sense of humour. He loves plays on words and things like that, so we get on really well. That's one of the people I would really like to live nearby, so I can go and see him instead of him living 3,000 miles away, and he's made himself slightly even less accessible where he's moved to, harder to get to. I just don't see enough of him, really.
Jarzia asked if we saw his super chat from a while ago, so I'll go back to it. Jarzia puts in $5. Speaking of Doctor Who, with the disco prize being bigger inside than out, Turbo Roller Coaster Cavern, can we assume that Time Lords are Federation members in Discovery? That would make a lot of sense, actually.
It would. If you go onto my Facebook page, you'll see that I've taken to travelling around Europe with my TARDIS, and I have pictures of me and my TARDIS taken at landmarks with various friends. And when I don't need my TARDIS, I shrink it down with my sonic screwdriver, so I can then carry it in a bag.
Nice.
So it becomes even smaller on the outside than it is on the inside.
That's a very good idea.
So Ian Warrender, £2, 150 likes. This community is the best, and good night. Oh, it's a bit early for saying good night, isn't it?
Oh, what time zone is he in?
He's in your time zone, I think.
Oh, right.
But thank you, Ian.
Did anyone miss me? Did anyone miss me?
Who are you?
He's a younger version of me.
Oh.
Okay, good way of saying that.
It's Looper all over again, isn't it?
We'll have another little...
He's come here to knock...
Have a little cheers. We'll say
right.
bye, shit.
We're saying goodbye, are we?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Dos Vidania.
It was fun, Dad.
Yes. I don't know if we talked. We did talk a bit about Star Trek. I do want to talk about Picard at some point, though.
Well, you briefly did. You're so excited. And Dad will join us again for the 10-year anniversary video. So until then...
Well, yes, hopefully it'll be around for my 2000th birthday.
Yeah, it's going to be
time.
quite a bash. At least it better be. For 2,000 years, it better be a good party.
Thanks, Zachary.
Okay, I'm getting that thing where Toto wrap up and exit the stage.
The time on the stage.
I have to go back to work then.
You get that sometimes.
TV, you know you will.
Just okay, yep. The Enterprise is in orbit, so I can beam up very shortly. Bye for now, guys.
Bye. Nice talking to you.
Don't be a helmet.
I'll be seeing him soon because I'm heading to the UK. I leave on the 23rd
My helmet.
and I arrive in the UK on Thursday, the 24th. So.
Bye bye.
Carlos says bye.
Bye.
See you later.
Jonathan Davies puts in £5. So you use the Masters
Let me turn off the Wi-Fi of this. Oh, wasn't on
tissue compression emulator. Eliminator. Yes, he must. So long, Sam's dad. Where's no, I don't think Rob Burnett will be coming on this time.
Oh my God, Stuart, you're in real time now. What the hell?
Right.
You're not in a 3-minute delay or whatever. It's actually not a bad delay considering.
Well, it's still kind of shitty that there's a delay, but
Right, I'm pouring more vodka. The light's falling. Yeah. So what do you guys think? Let's have another special guest.
yeah, it would have been nice to have Sylvie on, but she's taking a nap.
I mean,
so.
she might be awake in the next hour to give us like her first thoughts about the Trekyards memory. You never
We're
know.
gonna be no.
Never know. Alright, I've got a full glass of booze now. Hi Sam, hi Carlos. So shall I play some more clips?
Yeah, sure. Let's take a stroll down memory lane.
So we're not particularly drunk, although we're quite merry, I think.
Yes.
So I think you should drink a few more while I play. And neither of us have watched this since we've recorded it. I have no idea what we're gonna say, and that is a very okay. You know what? $10, 10 super chat bucks, and I'll start playing our very first drunk Trekyards pre-recorded. No idea what we're gonna say. I'm kind of worried a little bit. That's why I'm adding a money thing to it. And it's probably going to be quite good. And so literally, we were pretty boozed up that night. It wasn't like it was now. It was legit relatively boozed up. And so we're both in the same place at the same time. And we, Rob's doing it live as well, they say.
Oh, well, run on over and say hi to Rob Burnett from Trekyards.
We should super chat his live, so he should join our live.
It's got to be 3 a.m. where you are, Stuart. No, Jonathan Davies. It is exactly 6:08 p.m. Eugene puts in 250 rubles. Felicior Augusto Melior Triano to the ambassador. By the way, it seems you've missed my previous message. Which previous message? Was it a super chat?
Yes, I got the Windows.
Sorry, it's with the conversational nature of this one. We missed the super chat, so I apologize. I'll go back and look at your last super chat. Both take a bite of something. We need you alive. Congratulations, he says. With 2,000 rubles. Thank you very much.
Oh, 2,000. Very generous.
I've already eaten, though. Need to eat again when we're done.
Yeah, I'll have more after this, too.
Yeah.
What are you going to get?
Probably pizza.
Oh, nice.
You want to know my favorite pizza?
Yeah.
What I put on it? Pepperoni.
Wait. Pepperoni, something spicy, something peppery, cheese, maybe bacon, and definitely like some sort of jalapeno pepper thing.
Close. One of the simpler ones, if it's just 3 topping, is obviously cheese, pepperoni, green olives, and hot banana peppers.
Olives.
I used to hate olives, but then me and my brother sat down with a jar of them playing Super Contra at his house when we rented a Nintendo from Blockbuster, and started eating olives and just absolutely by the after the first couple, you're like, I like these, and then you develop a taste for them. You got to sit down and actually force yourself to eat them, but they're super great, especially if you like salty kind of savory foods. They're really good. Just saying, I used to hate them, and then my brother said, "Here, try a few," and I was like, "Whoa," and it's like, these are good. We ended up eating the whole jar.
Well done, Tim Knight. Well done, Tim Knight. Brian Kenderson asks, what's our favourite musical score?
Favorite musical score? Like a soundtrack from a movie?
Yeah.
Star Trek 2 is fantastic.
Okay.
I would have to go with that one. There you go. Favorite musical? I'll say Phantom of the Opera. I really love. I saw that a few times at the Pantages Theatre in Toronto, but that's another story.
Thank you, Stan. He says thanks for all of our hard work.
You're welcome. Thank you for saying that.
And you haven't noticed my picture choice of you then?
I look drunk. What's going on?
It's just how I feel about your olive comment. So I'm embarrassing you with a great picture.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
You are welcome. Okay, let me find the drunk video. And like I said, this is as new to me as it is to you. And I might stop it because I genuinely don't know what's gonna happen.
And just remember, when I'm watching it delayed. So my reaction is going to be obviously delayed based on, because I got to watch it on the live. I got to unmute the live, mute my. So you guys are ahead of me on that. Well,
I'm ahead of you. There with
yes.
you.
Yes. Okay.
All right. So mute the mic. Let's have some fun. Secondary audio sync in 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, welcome to Trekyards Q&A with your Commander Cockings. I am your chosen representative of the great galactic star empire of the Trekverse. Now, oh my goodness, what is happening? I am so confused. This is like amazing. Now, I'm not even touching a model. That is what I do, guys, but for some reason...
Check this shit out. I built this.
Do you actually? Yeah. That's pretty impressive. I mean, you are quality, man. You are quality.
Alright, so...
Oh, don't hit my microphone.
That's my X-Wing. It's a built. It's supposed to have motorized wings and stuff, but they never really work. The canopy's supposed to open. The lights do light up if the batteries are good. It's got some lights in the engines. My favorite Star Wars ship, as he asked. We have done a Fleet Yards on it. It was our first Fleet Yards.
It was good. I learned a lot.
Yeah.
There are variations. It's kind of extreme.
It's very cool.
It
Hope
really
you guys
is.
like it.
It's a simple fighter, but it's so excellent. It really is.
Absolutely.
Now, a question though, guys. Does the lack of Star Wars making sense, does that, the amount of technology, does that annoy you? Because, I mean, you watch Star Wars, it's just a fun ride, but now is it weird though that we can look at Star Wars, not give a shit, look at Star Trek, and we suddenly break it down to the finest detail?
No, because, as I've said before, Star Trek is based on scientific reality.
But shouldn't both be based on scientific reality, or neither?
They should, but this is more of a fantasy element. Star Wars is more of a fantasy. The old wizard, the young prince saving the princess, and the rogue who's a thief that comes in and saves the day and all that.
Yeah.
It's based on that whole...
Cinderella vibe.
Fairy tales. Yeah, like a mythology kind of feel. So I don't think that the realism is necessarily something new for Star Wars.
I got another question. As a big Star Trek fan, but you understand that, say, when you were a child with Star Wars, boom, blew your mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you could only have Star Trek or Star Wars, knowing that both would continue, so we've only got Discovery, but Star Wars is really full-on Star Wars. At this moment, what would you pick to only have one or the...
Star Trek.
Why?
Because it's better.
We've only got one new show coming.
Doesn't matter, it's better. There's so much more Star Trek than Star Wars, and it's so... Star Trek is something that...
Star Trek is deep.
It is. And it's something that, like I said, speaks to scientific realism. I like that. I like the fact that Star Wars is fantasy. It's great. It's good storytelling. It's awesome.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
Okay.
I guess they're both good in their own way. Star Wars, you don't have to overthink to really enjoy.
You really don't. No.
Star Wars or Star Trek, you kind of have to go, well, wait a minute. That doesn't work with what they said previously or whatever. Star Wars just ignores all that and goes, this is the adventure.
So Star Wars is a film. Star Trek is a lifestyle.
I guess. Star Trek.
Although that said, the Jedi are a religion. They people voted for they petitioned to be religion, and some people recognise it. I mean, okay, would you rather have control of a starship, say commander rank, my rank, or the Force, a full-on Jedi lightsaber Force?
I think if I had the Force, I would use it inappropriately.
Well, obviously.
Yes, so I'd have the Force.
See, that's interesting. You pick the franchise, but you pick the powers of the Force.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Okay.
Because I don't want to be a commander. I'm a captain, obviously.
Maybe you upgrade the rank. It won't take that long. You're talented.
I don't want to do all the work, though. Like, I like that you're the commander, because basically I'm in charge. I get final say, but I tell you to take care of all the department heads, make sure that they're doing their jobs, get the shit done. The shit rolls downhill. I'm the top of the hill. You're the one that takes all the heat and has to dish out all the punishments to everybody else.
I throw so many people out the airlock. I mean, like, half our crew is gone. Did you realise half our crew is gone? Like, seriously, all of engineering is gone. They butchered the transwarp conduits. No, coils. That makes more sense. I'm making shit up. Hey.
It's okay. You're okay.
I hate Sylvia. So...
fucking toasted.
No, we're fine. But the question really is... Where's the question?
Where has all the rum gone?
Well,
no,
in our
the question is,
bosses.
would I rather be a commander or have the Force? And I would say definitely have the Force. I wouldn't use it like the Jedi do, because the Jedi are pussies. I know, I want to be in love, I want to be able to, like...
Love is amazing.
Experience things that the Jedi aren't allowed to do because, emotions and the Force and powerfulness, whatever. I think that having the Force would be amazing, and like I said, I'd use it inappropriately. I would. It's just the way it is.
People have asked me, like my friends have asked me...
You don't have friends. Come on now. Don't lie to these people.
I'm sorry, guys. Dave asked me. He's only acquaintance. Dave. Hey, Dave.
My Dave?
No, you don't know him. He's actually an acquaintance. He's not a friend.
He's an Englishman?
He's something.
Yeah, he's not real people.
No, he's not. My mother asked me. We're still filming. This is crazy. No, this person asked me, in the Star Wars universe, what would I want to be? Because Force sensitive is so generic, but the idea of being a fallen Jedi is always intrigued me, because Jedi being so pure and so
pussy,
strict. I mean, a Jedi is great, but at the same time,
a vagina is great. Is that what you said?
He said shit. I know what I said. There's context for it. No. But guys, being a person is more than just following the rules of a Jedi, because they are very strict. So I would want to be a man who is powerful and, well, medium in the Force, but then cannot abide by the rules, but not in a anger way like Anakin. He wants to love, as you said. He wants to feel. So it's a fallen Jedi, but at the same time, he's not. It's not a universal negative. It's universal positive. It's a neutral positive almost, or even a positive negative, but definitely lightsaber. What I've thought about this, I would be a fallen Jedi, but not a bad one. Just like didn't go too well.
Right, I want to be a Starfleet captain that has the Force powers.
Probably a blue lightsaber.
It's simple.
Because green lightsaber is pretty cool. But okay, purple. Now purple is a great lightsaber color. Okay, would you have a double lightsaber or a single lightsaber?
Single.
Why?
Because double lightsaber is just gimmicky. Here, take one. Do you want the blue or the red?
Red. Seeking blue.
Don't hit my alarm.
This is how Star Trek is meant to be fought.
Anyway, guys, I'm Captain Foley.
I am the Sith Lord.
He's an idiot.
Darth
All right.
Cockings. And I will take over the galaxy. See, I like pain. I'm Darth.
Like the video, subscribe to the channel,
and let me win.
and we'll never do Drunken Trekyards again, because this has just been awful. Alright, guys. Here, flip that. There you go. Alright. Goodbye.
We'll see you next time.
This is it. Like the
Trekyard.
channel, subscribe to the video, share this. No, don't share this because it's embarrassing. This is just for the Trekyards fans.
We love you, and you love us, and thank you so much, because
And
we have lightsabers.
Alright. Bye, guys.
Till next time, guys. I'm Commander Goalies.
And I'm
Thank you,
Foley.
Foley. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Somebody fucking farted. That's disgusting. Holy shit, who farted?
What?
Who farted?
Everything about that.
It's Trekyard's gold right there.
We've literally never watched that. Ever.
I forgot all about that, but it's nice hearing the Admiral chime in. She's like, "You're both talking at your asses."
You're drunk as shit! That is perfect. That is... God, my God. Oh my God. That could not have been more... That's... I mean, drunk is good. Drunk is fun anyway. But we had some good... Because that's the chemistry we have. You know? That's what that led to. There's one more of those, which I'm not going to play tonight, because my sides would hurt from laughing too much, because that was pretty funny. I can't believe... Do you hear me? I said I'll kill the engineering crew, all of them. That was
Yeah.
What the hell was I saying? Why did I say that?
I don't know. I love how I'm like, Jedis are pussies.
That was really good.
Oh.
Okay, we've got
We
some
got a few super chats.
There you go. But guys, please, if you love that video, super chat $1. I dare everyone to super chat $1 who loved that, because that was really effing good. $1. I want to see like a slew of dollars. Stuart, super chats.
Fat produce put in $2. What's your favorite Star Trek soundtrack? Yeah, I'd say Star Trek 2 or Star Trek 3, or even the 2000. It's pretty good.
I think 2. It's got the best overall feel.
Yeah. Jonathan Davies puts in £2.
Thank you.
Not good to edit when drunk. LOL.
I don't want.
Not good to film when drunk.
Oh, I think the fans would disagree.
Adam C. Eastham. See, I didn't say the H in his name. Puts in $24.99. Drink up. Cheers to me, mates. I need to go get another drink, and I need to go pee, and I need to let the dog out. So I got to do a few things. So hold on. Jonathan Davies though puts in £2. This sounds like a Welsh sci-fi convention.
Okay.
And John Harrison puts in £1. And No One Special puts in $2. It was worth $2.
Beautiful.
All right, I need to go get a drink. I'll be right back, guys.
Okay, I'll keep talking to you guys. So we're gonna be on for about half an hour. For the full 3-hour chat. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Really, really good functional support. Really nice to see. The PayPal's incredible, amazing. Never do Trekyards drunk again, he said. We've got one more, and I'm sure we'll do more in person. When I get my new flat, I'll definitely do some drunk Trekyards. That'd be really fun. Because just the fact that we went and filmed it was really fun. No, thank you guys, and 150 watching still, 150, that is amazing, appreciate it so much. Yeah, we wouldn't be here without you guys. It does make such a difference, and saying we appreciate you is not really enough. Yeah, clearly we appreciate you, you appreciate us. You know, we've made already 9 videos this week, or is it Thursday? No, so that'd be 3, 6, 9, 12 videos this week. We've got another 3 tomorrow. So a lot of videos we make each day. I'm very proud to be able to offer those. It's really important to us, and we do appreciate all of you, because without you guys being here with us, this wouldn't be a thing. And there's so much interesting Trek coming along that we cannot wait to get in front of No, Ron, he'll watch the live. I know he'll watch the live, but thank you, Ron. Apart from he snores loud. Killish! There you go, Bill. And very soon I'll be doing a it's funny how all the people who have now put money in because they're delayed. That's interesting. No, as you guys know, I'm going to be retiring this background in about 3 weeks. When Stuart arrives here, we'll do some videos on this background. And then we'll do, I'll be doing a Super Chat live stream where you can actually sponsor the ship on the background. Thank you, Real 67 Kamonga. Me too, actually. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. We're going to be doing a new background. I'm going to do new renders of ships, but you get to sponsor a ship. So if you want the Kazon Raider or the Vaudois, Vaudois ship, all those sorts of cool things, and then you'll know you're the one that donated for that on the background. I'll be doing a live where I render things and show them off, and then make a fresh new background with even more ships, and that'll be on until January. I'm going to move out into my own flat, my next flat, I should say. Where's John Eves? There. Yeah, which I'm very excited about. Cannot wait to go back to that stage. It's going to be good.
So you're not going to play the other one?
No, not tonight. Save that.
I want to see it though.
Brian Kenderson says, "Why don't you just cut the background up and auction it off?" The background. I mean, so I want to buy the background. I mean, I could fold. I mean, it's in pieces. I could fold up and ship it off. I mean, would anyone buy the background? The background of 4 years of Trekyards and probably like 1,000 videos. I think it's probably fair to say probably like 1,000 videos.
It'd be cool for people to have a piece of that. That'd be kind of neat.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I could always cut up into. What would I cut the ships up as well then? What about the blue tack though?
No. Just send everybody a different ship. Everybody can auction off each ship. Everybody can have a piece of Trekyards history. And I'll cut up my dog, and you can have a piece of. Although she sheds a lot, so we call it pug glitter. So I'll just send different people pieces of Precious's hair.
Admiral Savol, joining us, Gary Graham's character says, do you like the Command and Conquer games at Trekyards? Yes, I've played a few of them. Good.
You know, the best part about that drunk live was when you were like, I'm Darth Cockings.
I meant it.
And I was hiding behind my X-Wings. I was laughing so hard.
I meant it.
I upgraded to Gin Smash. This is Cranberry Gin Smash. Because we're out of peach bellinis now.
No, we're not, Morality. We're really, really not. We're really, really not.
The Jaeger type.
Yes. Ron, which shuttle? There's a billion shuttles. I mean, honestly, yeah, I could cut up into like 4 pieces or something and sell that. I just fold up. Cool.
Did you read any of the super chats out?
No, we do that as a team. I mean, you do it and I respond, but we do that as a team.
Okay. So John Harrison, $1. No one special, $2. It was worth 2. Hopeful 3135, £1.
Thank you.
A mysterious $2 one that was retracted. I don't know who sent that, but
it was down 23.
Okay. Dillagaff puts in £2. John Harrison puts in £2. That was crazy, and I loved it.
And this is when I commented that obviously they were watching on time delay because they were all coming really quickly. So obviously they were like a few minutes behind. Yeah, which is fun.
Chris Parnell puts in £1. Jeff Jacobs puts in $5. Precious, yay! Finally got home. 170 likes is awesome. That's all. Thanks all. Hashtag anniversary like spike. Hashtag make Jeff pay.
Welcome, Jeff.
Ian Smith puts in $4.99. Guys, sorry I'm late to the party. Just got off work. Congrats on 5 years. Y'all are my favorite online home. Y'all are my online home. Sorry, not favorite.
Thank you.
For Trek and sci-fi ships. Love you guys. Cheers. Thank you very much, Ian.
Thank you,
and
Ian.
Cheers to that and all those super chats. Thank you very much, guys.
Thanks, guys. We've had a really good week this week. I mean, we put a lot of work in this week, and it's going to pay off dividends.
Yeah.
No, we're excited. There's a lot of cool stuff coming up in the horizon. And did you see, Stuart? Actually, they announced that I remember the excitement part and then the letdown. The guy that runs Lower Decks is going to Destination. I was like, we can interview him maybe because we saw him, And then I read, oh wait, only in Skype.
Oh.
It's funny because I'm the entire phase again of remembering and not remembering. But Rick's going, so that's enough. I think because I'm moving out really soon, I'm gonna make some custom like prints for him to sign, like just for my flat, because I don't get that chance ever. So I'm gonna do some custom like Rick artwork just for me.
Deals. Dale Stafford puts in $2. That was epic, you sleek radicals. Thanks for everything. Thank you, Dale.
Radical. Matthew DeFreitas. No, it was vodka, lots of vodka in lots of juice.
Yes.
It's just like a double and orange. And did you hear that they do a Command & Conquer and Red Alert remastered? Didn't hear that. But that is actually brilliant. I'd love to play a... Well, I'd play Command & Conquer remastered, honestly. I played Tiberian Sun a lot, but never quite got further than that. I've got most on Steam, though, I will say.
I'm looking forward to getting the new Jedi Fallen Order for the PlayStation 4.
Yep. I'll play that. I'll absolutely play that. You obviously played Force Awakens? No, Force Unleashed.
Force Unleashed and Force Unleashed 2. Yeah, those are some of my favorite games.
First one's so good.
Yeah, so good.
And did you hear that they announced Red Dead Redemption, the cowboy game, is now finally coming to PC?
Nice.
I've been saving that. I almost bought a full Xbox One X just to play it, but the new console comes out next year, so I'm going to get that for PC. My PC is incredibly high-end because of the Trekyards, and I'm going to work out where I'm streaming it. And that, I think, it's coming out in November for their system, but Steam in December. But I've got a Steam Link, so I'll wait until December that I can play it on my TV with Steam Link, and then that might be my December Christmas break playing that game. So I've waited for a good year, and it's with the PC upgrade stuff. So I'm really excited for that because it is an amazing game. I've waited to play it for a long time now. So I'm eager.
Bill Barkley says, Stuart, will you be getting the Hot Toys Mandalorian?
Ooh.
Probably not, but I do want to get the Black Series one. It looks pretty cool. I also pre-ordered from Big Bad Toy Store the Diamond Select. It comes in a 4-pack. It's actually Maximilian from the Black Hole, Vincent, Old Bob, all from the Black Hole, and the Rocketeer. Comes in a 4-pack, so I have that pre-ordered. I also have the new Bumblebee Optimus Prime figure pre-order, which comes out in December. It's $200 and some odd, but totally worth it. It's a beautiful piece. So, Carlo Albanese puts in £2.
Thank you.
Bit skint.
Oh,
but it's Trekyard's birthday. Thank you.
Thank you. I mean, even $1 makes a legit difference. So thank you.
Yeah. Ginkgo Yoki puts in $2.
Thank you.
T-shirt idea of Jedis are pussies with a picture of a phaser. Yeah, that'd be great. Oh man.
Via Twitter, Lizzie Smith says, really bad chest pains. Had to call an ambulance. I'm not scared. Don't worry. People, it'll be fine. Sorry to miss your live tonight, Trekyards. Have one for me. So it's in context because it was actually also targeted at us. So sorry, Lizzie.
Well, that was before it started. I already responded to her, hoping that she's okay. To let us know because we miss Lizzie here. She's awesome. So
yeah, but we'll be seeing at destination. So she'll come to our Saturday drunk live. Well,
nice.
I mean, literally us live in person at the event.
Yes.
I'll totally bring a tripod so we can do a drunk live. Cause that'd be kind of a weird thing to do, but it's kind of funny because you could have yours as the camera and my phone as the keeping track of the live stream, and do like a live of a live. So do you want to come join our hangout live in person? Well, you can via a live stream.
Yeah.
Maybe.
If you can't make it to Birmingham, there I said it right.
That's good.
Then you can at least join the live.
Yeah.
Hopeful 31335 puts in £2. Good night, guys, and good luck with the move, Samuel.
Thank you. God, the amount of boxes of Eagle Moss I have after collecting it and buying it every 2 weeks for 5 years. I got the entire collection plus all the specials plus all the discoveries. Although one is totally not arrived yet. They're late. Well, no, they skipped over one and I should have got it already. But I'm gonna have a big old bit in my cupboard just with and the BSG as well. A lot of Eagle Moss in my house. My next, because currently it's just in multiple just storage boxes. But I kind of like to have a nice system of it. We've got all the Federation ships in my zone.
Are you going to buy a couple shelves and display a bunch of them too?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I might buy some sort of glass enclosure so they don't get dusty. Because I had them out. I had like 6 out at my original flat that and at the end I was like, Jesus Christ, Miranda's dusty. So it kind of felt weird to display it then at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Martin Devon puts in £2. I find your lack of faith disturbing.
We'll play the game. We'll play the Star Wars game. It'll be good. Thank you.
Tenshi 2K7 puts in $5. Glad I made it. Just got home from work as well. Happy anniversary, Trekyards. Thank you very much. Curtis Simpkins said, "Hi, Captain. Sorry I'm late. I was uploading my video for my channel. Took 1 hour. LOL. So I am guys, and happy anniversary."
Thank you.
Curtis Simpkins, he tunes into all my Bridge Crew lives.
Nice.
And you guys are fantastic. So thank you very much for coming. Appreciate it. If you haven't hit like yet and you're new to the stream, I know a lot of people have come in and gone out already, but we can still up those lives. If you guys haven't hit likes, good God. If you haven't hit like now.
Yes. And also Rob Burnett did finish his stream, by the way.
Oh, did he? I can message him, but are you messaging him or do you want me to?
Well, you can both do it.
And Chuck Vallow sent me a direct message on Facebook.
Oh.
I just wanted to take a moment and wish you the happiest of anniversaries with Trekyards. Thanks for all you do and in helping to keep the spirit alive and encouraging others to embrace Trek and enjoy the magic as the rest of us have. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Hailing frequencies closed. Thank you very much, Chuck.
Thank you.
And let's go to the super chat.
Oh,
Sorry.
my goodness. Oh.
Doug Adil puts in $10. Happy anniversary. Here's hoping this will be a better fifth than the final frontier. So far it has been. It's been great live.
And don't worry, Curtis, just keep enjoying. That's why we do them.
Yes. Dale Stafford puts in $5. Been a pleasure watching you guys this half decade and an honor being a part of the team. You have made such a difference in my and others' lives. Thank you, Dale. That's very appreciated. And we're glad to have you as a member of the team, both on the Facebook page, it's on the Facebook page on Facebook. That's what. Wow, I've had too much to drink, and also as a moderator here on YouTube. You are awesome. So thank you.
Yeah. It's a great community. It really is. And just a note, 136 people, which is brilliant, but only 185 likes. I mean, come on. You know you've got a YouTube account. You know you can click like. I want to see 200 likes, literally now. I want to see it. 200 right now. I feel like I should find another clip to play.
Yes, I want to see the other drunk Trekyards thing.
Nope, not tonight. I have also got lined up.
Funny,
But I've got the in costume. Why do we do Trekyards? Filmed by us.
Beautiful.
Several years ago, and so therefore our content.
That one.
I remember filming it. I know what we said though. When did we? We filmed that. A while ago, obviously. So it was our
2 years.
Yeah. It reset to the new date, but that's okay. So mute your thing, and I will play. The question was, why do we Trekyards? Let's see what we say.
In stereo, in living color.
Yes.
NBC.
Yes.
When it was NBC.
Yes.
Anyway, we are here today to answer your questions and comments and address things and hang out and look very suave and debonair in our beautiful TNG uniforms. Yeah.
Is this confusing to you?
It better not be. There's an explanation. And the key to finding out what that explanation is to watch every episode of Trekyards ever. There's subtext. There's clues in each one. You'll learn the answer.
You see, if you take the 14th word of the third paragraph, combine it every episode, you come up with a secret letter, which tells you to go to a secret safety deposit box in a city. We don't know where yet. We haven't finished the season, so let's finish the season. You open that up, gives you a ledger.
You know what? Let's just get to the question.
I'm so sorry.
Yes. All right. The question today is one that's been asked by many people over our lifespan.
Okay.
I guess. Or Trekyards lifespan, not ours.
Trek span.
The Trekyard span. Anyway, why do we do Trekyards?
Oh.
Well, that's pretty simple.
Okay, go for it.
Well, as this started out, we both love starships. And
I think you guys know that. Yeah.
Like there's a lot of starships around here. Anyway, and we wanted to make a show that we ourselves as fans would want to watch to learn about new starships, old starships, just starships in general. And I think we've kind of captured that. We just want to. It started out being a passion project. We just wanted to, like we said, create something that we ourselves would want to watch.
But most people want to do something, and they never do. But we're both creatives. Now, you were doing YouTube videos. So you already had the knowledge, the passion, and the can-be-botheredness to do it. And I was a filmmaker by trade. I got a degree in it, so I obviously have that background anyway. And I've always wanted to make films since I was about 13. So hell of a lot of passion. Put the two together, and we just... I mean, why would we start? But we sort of did.
It was a weird gathering of events and people. The right people at the right time and the right circumstances that evolved into what this is. Just our flexible schedules for each of us that we could actually accommodate doing this, because a lot of people ask us, how do we put up so much content? And trust me, it's a job and a half. Because
there's a lot of careful planning as well.
Yeah, because I have a job and a half. This is, but this is becoming much more of a full-time thing for me, because we're doing daily content now, and there's so much great stuff that I think it's great that we do.
Yeah.
That I would love to spend more time doing this. It does seem like a job now almost. It's not really a hobby anymore.
But the question is it a responsibility at this point?
Yes, it is, because we have fans who rely on us and want new content from us. And
the amount of times I've heard the story of, because in different time zones, I get my coffee in the morning, I come back and watch it on Saturday.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
I've heard that too. And the thing that really hits me hard is people with depression and anxiety. They message me on a regular basis saying, you really helped me through a rough patch. I can't wait to see my Trekyards every week. You guys cheer me up. You're funny together. You have fun. You enjoy the same things that I do.
Yeah.
You're the geek friend that I can talk, or I can listen to, because no one in my family likes Star Trek. I have nobody to talk to about it. So they come on our forum and they talk to us. They watch our shows, and it helps them out. And I suffer from depression and anxiety myself.
That's true.
And I mentioned to my psychiatrist last time I was at my appointment, just saying about Trekyards and how much all the responses I've got that I've helped people with their depression. And it kind of hit me when I told her that I'm making a difference in people's lives by doing something that I enjoy. I don't always enjoy it. Some days are worse than others. Some days I don't want to do this. But put me in front of a camera and just turn on and I'm ready to go.
And for the most part, even if you're really tired in the morning or a little bit, not cranky, but not ready, I can just chat to you, we can chat something fun, once we're in the mood.
We always cheer each other up, so. And it's a good dynamic, a good chemistry between us. And I think the fact that I'm making a difference in people's lives, maybe that's why I was put here. It's kind of deep and woo. But, I mean, I've always wondered what I wanted to be when I grow up. I still don't know, and I'm 42. But this is probably
Doug says that occasionally.
Yeah, this is probably the closest I've come to something that I really enjoy and really look forward to doing.
Matters.
And being able to talk to you guys. We've met some great people through Trekyards. So.
We really have. And for me, I think, just like the depression thing, I'm getting the chance to make Star Trek in the CG I'm doing. Like, I've always been... always my favourite part of Star Trek were looking at the ships and flying and seeing all the CG and wondering, ooh. And here I am with the real models and the real planets and the real stars and the real space stations, and I get to make Star Trek as my job. It might not be licensed, it might not be for CBS, it might not even be with any actors, whatever. But I get to use my film background to construct Star Trek stuff with the best real things. And that is a dream. I said this before. It's a dream come true that you never knew you could even dream. Because seriously, what a ridiculous thing to dream.
Sorry.
Even like 4 or 5 years ago, if I said to myself, hey, Sam from the future, you are going to be able to have the entire Enterprise, Voyager, DS9, and other franchises like asset library, and you get to play with, to make a Star Trek show with an amazing friend from Canada that you see, twice this year, and you get to show Rick Sternbach new shots that he asks for, with his before child, whatever. That's not a dream that anyone could have, and realistically everything can come true, but it happened. And it's hard work, and it's love, and it's passion.
And I've said this before too. If you had told me a few years ago that I would be not only got to get to speak with, but be friends with people like Doug Drexler, Rick Sternbach, John Eves, Andrew Probert, people that we talk to on a regular basis now, and they're actually happy to see us, and they ask us about our lives like they're friends of ours now. We see them, we get a huge hug. I would have told you were nuts. But here we are.
Well, every time I speak to John Eves, he says, "Oh, how's your family? How's your girlfriend?" I'm like, great, thanks, John. How's yours?
And John's super busy, so the fact that he takes time out of his schedule to talk to us, to care about our lives, that is incredible.
But I think everyone understands. For us, we're inside it. We are the two, and we really reinforce each other. We're like structure and tailor fields. We reinforce each other, but we're in the middle. But everyone else sees us as creating this content for the fans every single week, every single day. But we're just the ones doing it, so we don't see it in the same way.
Mm-hmm.
And so like they see it as, wow, they are producing the Trek for everyone, and new information, new renders. Like it's kind of weird when you put yourself out of the bubble that we personally are in. And how much are we doing for everyone?
Well, that's interesting too, because I've heard that a lot as well. That our show has brought back people's love and passion for Star Trek. I mean, they had lost years ago. They're back to designing starships, drawing things, getting creative, getting back into Star Trek, all because of our show. That's insane to me. And people will message me personally and be like, I got a question or blah, blah, blah. I want you to look at this or whatever. And I'll answer them right back. And they're like, oh my God, I can't believe you answered me back. It's like, okay, I'm just the dude, just like you guys.
I'm just this guy,
Yeah, I'm just this guy, But, yes. But anyway, so the fact that people think of me as like a minor celebrity in the Star Trek world
definitely
blows me away. Yeah.
And just by doing what we want to do.
Yeah.
So why do we do Trekyards? Fate, destiny, predestination paradox.
Yes.
Maybe we just got files from ourselves from the future showing that we did the show, and then we started doing the show to mimic it.
You can't tell them that, though.
Okay, let's mute the mic.
Oh, that's
okay. It's funny if you don't. No, I mean if you're not sure. I don't know. There's no joke here. I can't be funny on demand. I didn't mute it already. Anyway, that's the worst mini skit. Some of the skits go well, some of them don't go well. So why do we do Trekyards? Because it's what we do, and we are. Is it also because we want to give something back to Trek?
Yes, Trek has been a big part of my life, as you can tell, looking around.
Since I was 3.
And I didn't know what that would ever come of that, but yeah, I feel like we're contributing back to Trek and documenting its history, its behind-the-scenes history almost with the designers. So yeah, we're giving back to Trek. So the reason we do Trekyards is because we're Trekyards.
So until next time, guys, you can support us by clicking this video, subscribing to the whole channel, or commenting, that's always good, or liking the Facebook, or sharing. Sharing is a huge one, isn't it?
It is. But they can also help us out, because, like I said, this is taking a lot more time out of our daily lives than it used to.
Full time for me, guys.
Yeah.
Full time.
So if you want to support us financially and help us out, which is awesome, check out trekyards.com, and there's a big donate button, or click the link in the description below for the Patreon site, and then you can help us out on a monthly basis, which a lot of you have done, and we really appreciate everything you guys have done and contributed. So,
but there's maybe like 80 of you that give, but there's 10,000 fans, so even if every one of you gave $1 a month, we would be very well off. And then to do, I mean, the amount of kit we could buy that let us do high-end rendering, high-end.
We could build our own starship, guys.
We could build our own. Could we?
We could try.
We could try to build our own starship.
And we want to try to build our own starship, so please help us out.
That's our pledge for Trekyards for President 2022.
For the wrap up of this video, I just want to say, even if you don't support us financially, that's fine. Just being a viewer is amazing. And sharing the videos, and just being out there to watch the content. Because without you guys, there would be no us.
Yes.
So why do you guys make Trekyards happen? By watching. So a meta question, you have to answer it in the comments below.
Until next time, guys, I'm Connor Cockins.
I'm Captain Foley.
See you next time.
Keep Trekyarding, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye. All right, guys, I'm back. I just finished watching it. Unfortunately, I am delayed, so I feel bad because you probably... I don't laugh at the same time.
I think that
because he starts it live on his end. He watches it live, and I watch it with you guys. So, oh, what's the one lined up?
And want to wish a happy anniversary to the Trekyards crew, and thank you very much for having me on as your second guest ever. And we hope to have many more episodes with Axonar.
First year anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Hi, Stuart, with his voice.
Hi.
What do you think of
Yeah, it's weird with the delay because, yeah. Anyway, that was hilarious. Why do we do Trekyards? Because we're Trekyards.
Yeah, yeah. I said to Dad, it's like, that was very well spoken by us. Like, we had very apt things to say in a very good way. You know, the best us is us talking in the past. Oops. But we have some super chats, so please do super the chats.
Yes, hold on. How many did we get? Holy shit. Hold on a second.
Put some more vodka, some lovely ice, so I can make a nice cold vodka drink.
Hold on. Why is this not working? There we go. Okay. Gareth Fairclough puts in £10.
Oh,
Is this is that 15 Canadian or 15 USD? Probably 15 USD.
13ish, yeah.
What's your take on A Night in Sickbay? I think it's great, actually. I like Phlox as a character. It's got some weird elements to it for sure. But
yeah,
I think it's great. We'd have to watch it again, though.
It's great you say that, because I saw a thumbnail recently that said where Star Trek died, and it showed that as the thumbnail of the episode, and I was like, really?
No.
So yeah, what do you guys think of that blast from the past?
That was pretty great. We're in uniform. We look sharp.
And 2 more likes, and we'll hit the 200.
Really? Wow.
Yes.
2 people. If you haven't hit like, we have 124 of you here, which amazes me. 2 people that haven't hit like. Just get to the 200 mark. That'd be amazing.
I did want to show one thing I'm particularly proud of.
Okay.
And then I'll throw some then we'll do some maybe some quick fire your pictures, just so you can tell some quick stories, maybe. Like.
Okay.
This is just a really special thing for me. And it's unedited. These are all the unedited clips because it just slightly. I like the fact that we're showing you kind of like a little bit behind the curtain. So we'll just find the correct clips. I put it in the folder, but I
just passed 200 likes. Woo!
Yes. Where did it go? If 00058. So this was a real treasure for me because, and I will play it when it loads. It's quite a large folder. Oh. Because it was our panel at Denver, but we did a Trekyards panel where we both were in charge, but then we did one where I was just the moderator, and I was able to treat you like a guest as well, and that was really, really fun for me because I was able to go sort of full into compet mode and have Rob Bonshun, Sean Toronjo, Rick Sternbach, who arrived a little bit late, be sort of at my fingertips, and you as well, and it was a really special experience for me. And I haven't seen this clip since we filmed it years ago, so this is the raw. I don't know what's going to be said, so if you want to meet your mic against you, I'll play a little bit of this, try and find something golden from it.
Yep.
We are recording.
There he is. Rick, get up here.
His left is your right. Department and so Rick was part of the Voyager and TNGR department and DS9 as well, and did some stuff for some movies. He's a true professional in this. He's so modest. Rob worked on the VFX department for Enterprise and Voyager, created a lot of the amazing VFX that you saw in Voyager and everyone else Voyager VFX. And then the master motion picture. And then to his left, Sean, show what you built. Design.
I'm a fan that designed a ship for the universe, the USS Titan Riker ship.
Mr. Titan.
Mr. Titan.
And then he won a full competition.
Yes.
And got picked. Now he's part of the Trek, or part of the Trek family,
The Trek
designer.
family, yes.
And my co-host Stuart has also designed a ship.
I did. I designed the USS Foley class, which is a dreadnought TOS cruiser.
Well, we talk about art design first, but we'll start with Rick though, because you start in the art department. How much fun was it to design Trek?
Oh, tons of fun. You know, how could you not have fun, like inventing the entire, 24th, 5th, 6th century,
Well, we joke that you invented about 20 years of starships. It's a lot of the future you designed.
Yeah, well, in the next gen tech manual, we had a whole timeline. The Enterprise D, okay, the Galaxy class. The Galaxy class was a 20-year development cycle. So you can tack on about 20 years. Yeah, well, all the R&D, all the research and development, testing things. If something blew up, they had to fix it.
Do you want to be mic closer to you, Rick? Right.
Yes, sir.
So it's just pointing out some of the classic ships they've done. I mean, Rick, USS Voyager.
Normally there would be a thing that.
The refit. That's one ship that Rob did. So, Rob, tell us about Rhode Island, and then Rick, what do you think about Rhode Island?
Oh, I love it.
Probably hard, a bit more.
Tell us
I wrote it. I'm going to come up. Oh, yeah, it was in the final episode of Voyager, and there was if you remember seeing it or whatever, there was a lot of things going on in that. A lot of shifts, a lot of effects too, a lot of new Borg stuff, and we had to pull in double the crew and everything to be able to even attempt to finish those 2 episodes in 2 hour episode on time.
Just like Starfleet.
And when they came to Harry Kim's ship, it was kind of like the only ship where they just said, where Berman and Braga just said, just use the Equinox or something, like, I don't care, we're not going to make a new ship for him. And so it's kind of how it was said to me, just a money thing, they didn't want to, and it would have meant somehow I would have had to pull somebody off, and they would have had to build, this model from scratch, which would have probably taken 2-3 weeks of where I didn't need to lose a modeler for that long. But I didn't like the idea of just using a ship that's already been used and just not doing it over the money and being the dumb and ridiculous Star Trek fan that I am, or especially ship fan. I just asked the supervisor if I had the guy I worked with in the art department, which was Mitch Suskin, and I said, Mitch, can I have leeway to redesign a ship or to do a ship for Harry Kim and maybe take the Equinox and modify it? Do you think they'll care? I mean, I'll do it for free. I just did it for free. I just did it on my own time. So I came on the weekends, or if I stayed late, I stayed a little later. And ultimately, I didn't even have time to. I could only do the top. I only had time to do the changes I wanted on the top. The bottom stayed pretty much the same. But you only saw it in 3 shots, and you pretty much only saw it by the top. But I did that on purpose. But
Who likes Rhode Island design?
2 of us.
Okay, well then, there's something. So there are 2 professionals in the middle, and then we've got 2 more fans of term professional. But let's start with Sean. What makes a good TNG era design? What are the basic building blocks? Because you built the Titan and Stuart with the Foley.
For me, it was stability. Because especially, when I designed the Titan, I had to bring it in between Enterprise D.
Yeah, that's that.
I hate the delay, but that's okay. Excuse me.
But how incredible is that? I was hosting a panel with all of you, and you were sitting next to Rick Sternbach, just boom, there you are, done.
Yeah, it was surreal, and I got to admit, when we went on our first panel at Denver, wasn't nervous at all. The room was fairly packed. Well, not packed, but the seats were full mainly. Wasn't nervous one stitch. Since then, every other panel we've done, I've been nervous going into it. I don't know why. It was a weird kind of surreal, not nervous kind of moment. It was really strange.
So what were we doing?
I think it was we were so busy and so blown away with what was going on that we just didn't have time to feel.
Good con. I mean, that trip, you can never replicate that trip. The three elements of it, you can never do that again. We never have.
Yeah.
We never will. It was the fact that we got Rick's. I emailed Rick. Rick, do you want to go to this convention? He said yes. I emailed the convention. Do you want it? Like, we got these people to this event, and then Sean drove himself up there, which is amazing. Got on this panel, and I got Robert. I mean, wow, love it. You know.
Mm-hmm. It's a shame that nobody really watches those panels that we put on the channel, but there's some really cool stuff in there.
That's the nice thing about having them. We have them. Like I can pull out footage of these legends forever. It sounds good enough, yeah.
We have a message from James Miguel who says, "Discovered Trekyards in 2019 during summer's dawn. Enjoyed it very much. However, there's some episodes that don't have captioning. I depend on captioning due to my hearing impairment. Will there ever be a remastered of the old episodes? Maybe add in cool shots of the ships you're talking about. Maybe trim it down shorter or add in new info. Also, FYI, the episodes with your headshots located at bottom of the screen and subtitles covers part of the faces. I can see the words, I can hear your words most of the time, but the subtitles look like censoring your mouths. A bit odd to see." Well, that's a YouTube thing. We don't do the captioning at all for any of our videos.
No one does, really.
So yeah, they're probably really inaccurate too. But sorry about that. And yeah, we've gone back and remastered quite a few of the older episodes with new information, with new
Those are fun.
renders and flybys.
I've got folders for a lot of the ones in the first 100, like Constellation and that's the only I can remember so far. Vorcha, I think I got Vorcha on as well.
They want me to go get some crisps.
Well, I was prawn crackers.
It does say crackers on the bag. Prawn crackers.
Prawn.
I don't.
It's my mental way of solving a hangover. Not I'm going to get hungover, but
I don't know if we have any chips upstairs. I think I have barbecue or buffalo wing flavored Smart Food popcorn. Now I want some Lay's chips. Ketchup are all dressed.
And I did send a message to Rob Burnett. He did say he'd do it, and he's online. So if and when he sees the secondary message, he might join us, which would be great. Have a special guest star after 3 hours. It's like, look, someone I don't know. My dad was here for a bit, and who knows? Sylvia might join us in the last minute. Hello, I'm here too. I'm Russian because I'm so tired. I'm so tired. And also some people started like Doctor Who. Do they have 10 Doctor Who in this render, this picture of standing up? And you know what I'm gonna do, Stuart? When I write for Rob's possible comment, I've got all the pictures you sent in a timeline that I can't see, so I'm just gonna pick a random one. Okay, you ready?
Okay, just pick a random. Yes.
Okay, I'll scale them all.
Have to wait for the delay.
Right. Okay. There we go. That's a good one. Randomness, tell us a story. And thanks, guys, for having this journey with us. Having a lot of fun. Yeah.
I gotta let the dogs out again soon. So. Okay. All right. So that is at Doug Drexler's house. That was amazing. We had a bunch of small prints made up, and we actually got them all together. Doug Drexler, Rick Sternbach, and John Eves. There was a huge bet whether John Eves would show up. I won the bet. Won some money from Doug Drexler and John Eves himself, so that was awesome. But that's another story for another time. But this was out in the backyard, and it was great just seeing them all signing our prints. And that's proof that the signatures that we have on Trekyards are all legit, because we brought them a lot of prints. They were probably a little bit annoyed with us, but that's okay. We love getting that kind of stuff for you guys. We still have a bunch of those prints left, but that's also another. Okay, press stop. But yeah, it was a great day. That was a fantastic day. We had a nice supper prepared by, or lunch, sorry, prepared by Doug's lovely wife, Dorothy, and she's actually the chef on Enterprise. She made all the food for the show, so it was pretty great. And they were all sitting there. It was fantastic just listening to their stories and seeing them, because they hadn't got together in quite a long time, and it was because of us that they got back together, and it was great to see them together sharing old stories and just sitting there and just
being.
yeah.
And we didn't film it. That was just for us. I don't remember most of it because that's
I got a lot of pictures of it though. The talk at the table.
Well, the table was for everyone. That was beautiful. I mean, these three, like we said before, if you had Jim Martin to this pair, and then Matt Jeffries, that's the set.
And Andrew.
And so thank you, Andrew. If Andrew and Jim were there, that would be the most iconic designers ever in Trek. and add, like I say, Matt Jefferson a while ago. I mean, that's three, and we were lucky as hell because John doesn't live in LA. That was a complete fluke that he happened to be around.
Mm-hmm.
So that was amazing. And Ron Sana asks, what do you think of the new Doctor Who? Less for Stuart, more for Sam. Although, do you have any thoughts on the new female Doctor Who, Jodie Whittaker?
Haven't watched any of them.
Why not?
They didn't finish watching Capaldi's run.
His last couple are good, like real good, but they kind of had nothing to lose. She's not great. I mean, she's just a hybrid of previous Doctors, but without very much of herself. The story's not very good. The writing's not very good in general, and that's what lets it down. Like Discovery, the writing lets it down hugely. Too many companions without much focus. They give whoever the Indian companion is a police backstory. Does nothing in the entire series. They make the boy something. They kind of use it. They make Graham's great. Graham's good. I like Graham. But it's heavily underused. They should have had less companions, more focus, and just better told stories. Missed opportunity.
Sylvie and I still need to watch them. I mean, they're on the to watch list, but yeah, I haven't watched any yet. Fat Produce though puts in $5. Finally, I am home and drinking with y'all.
Hey.
Take a drink. I care not which.
Well, this is booze. This is vodka, so.
This is gin.
Ah.
I'm covered in pug glitter. Lieutenant Pug is back. Yes, Lieutenant Precious. My precious.
Mark Grant. Awesome. Thank you for the last 5 years. I've only been with you for 4.5 years. That's more than most people.
Yes.
But happily awesome anniversary, and thank you for the great shows you put for us, the Star Trek community. Thank you.
Cap, what is your... Well, thank you very much, Mark.
Yeah, seriously.
Cap, what is your favorite version of Porthos? I don't know. The one that's real?
The dog
I mean,
kind?
there's probably a few. I like Porthos. I think
Oh,
he's
God.
cool.
I picked another picture, Stuart.
Okay.
What's the story behind this one?
I don't know, because I can't see it yet. All right, I forget what that was. You were doing something. You were pushing your earbuds in as you do. I took a screenshot, and then I had to make it like the news because you're all dressed fancy with your suit on. This just it. Trekyards is officially awesome. Story at 11. I just had to. It's just I like making memes, so there you go.
Yeah, that is real good. Real good. Another one?
It's like you're listening to your producer, like yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, there's another one. I wonder what you'd say about this because I know the context of this quite a lot. But what are you going to say about this whole thing?
Oh yes, this was our photo shoot. That's where we were dancing.
Avenue Pad. Thank you.
That's where we were dancing. We were doing a little.
Were we?
Yeah, you can tell. We're doing just kind of goofing around, waiting for things to get ready, and they snapped a few pictures. Because look at you, you're doing the thing, and I'm doing the. Yeah.
And this was us in our uniforms, and unreleased JJ miniseries.
Oh yes. Is there any footage of that?
That's a deep dive. And that's the thing. If the Patreon gets to 1,000+, we can release things that we know will get 1,000 views, but the 1,000 hardcore Trek fans that love it will love it. It's a tricky thing,
Yeah.
As a fun afternoon, stressful for me for different reasons, but it was a good afternoon.
Oh, I didn't know it was stressful for you. Yeah. Rampant Fury 925 puts in $5 Canadian.
Oh, cool.
I wonder if Riker's kid is Natasha from the books or somebody different. Oh, we missed this. Don't know. We'll find out. Fat
cool,
Produce though. Yeah. Fat Produce puts in $5. Y'all should host a Starfleet Battles tabletop stream sometime. Hashtag drink some Romulan ale. Hashtag drink what you have. You know what? I might do a live Starfleet Battles game with my brother Steve at some point. I think that would be fun. I think you guys would really enjoy that. So we'll see. I'm going to let the dogs out because they're whining.
Okay.
And
I'll vamp some more.
Sylvia's sleeping, so I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah. Let me show some more. So, we did this for our moments we really liked going, favorite moments. I got some cool ones. That's us at the dinner. So a lot of Trekyards isn't about what we do on the show. It's also about the opportunities that it's given us. Not always in that because Trekyards equals this, but because of my ability to have the time to do Trekyards content has led to projects. And this one was fun. This was the FCD sci-fi convention, the first one that I went to, and they had a Klingon bridge set up, and I was able to take some pictures on a Klingon bridge, and it was really cool. And there's us with JJ Hertzer and Eisenberg, and that was really cool. The same trip, JJ Hertzer actually went out to a Roman exhibition site with us, which was odd, surreal, and rather cool. Obviously, these guys. I mean, that afternoon was beyond incredible. I mean, the first time meeting Rick was him meeting us to do a filming session. Just you can't. I mean. Superb. Interviewing Richard Hatch at the XR Studios. This was special because actually I quote unquote worked with him years earlier at an event. I was 15, an audio recorder, and I recorded an interview with him. And I told Richard this, and he actually remembered me. And he gave details that implied he actually did remember me, and it was really special. And I got to interview him properly on camera, and then he obviously died relatively not long after, so that was really special because he was a very, very special man. Definitely appreciate him for that. Certainly, I a memory that I had, kind of shared memory. Rob Meyer Burnett, who we might have soonish, being the catalyst for Stu to interview him was really special, because I know what that means to him. I know what other things. Really cool for that. And then to be the guy behind the scenes, behind the camera, and have no sort of part of the interview at all was kind of fun. Vasquez rocks. What can you say about that? That's me upside down. Really cool, really cool. We got the plane by less than 2 minutes. That was special. I wish we kept that banner. We just couldn't. We just literally couldn't get it home. But and the fact that we had media and exhibitor badges, I was very proud of that. I remember that was really, really cool. Garrett Wang, I think 4th time meeting him. Again, upside down. Always nice when he remembers you. He's like, oh hey man. Our panel, our great team, was a really, really good thing. Oh, yeah, and we brought Rob on tune to the event. Yeah, brilliant to bring him there. That was a true delight. Got Tychon Drogo, that was a thing. I'll talk about that in a little bit. I want to find some other that pictures, though. Yeah, FedCon, meet Shazad. Again, finally. Yes?
I have the banner. From Denver Comic Con.
See, I was wondering if you took it, but I didn't think you did.
Didn't take it. Somebody else took it for me, and they shipped it to me from LA.
That is fucking awesome. I'm so happy with that.
I have it here, and my name is spelled wrong. It's got 2 L's.
Yes.
Pisses me off, but still.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that.
Yeah, I still have it. It's folded up in a box.
Oh, so happy to hear that.
Yeah.
You have no idea. But yeah, this picture of me finally meeting Tobias Richter, who we've had as a channel friend, a friend of the channel for 4.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really nice. Jesus Christ. Really, really nice guy. And he literally came to FedCon an hour and a half out of his way drive just to see my panel at FedCon. Which, yeah, exactly. Perfect sentiment.
Well, he Skyped in. Oh no. The first year we did a panel at Trekyards.
Yep.
His panel was just before ours.
Yep.
And our panel at Trekyards for 50 years of a ship called Enterprise was a fantastic panel. Really went smoothly. But yeah, his panel was just before that. I thought he Skyped into ours, but it's just my memory playing tricks on me because it was right before ours and I watched the whole thing. So
yes, the same event, meeting Shazad Latif, getting him signed some discoveries and knowing exactly who I was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Bruce Boxline, Bruce is a really great part of Babylon 5 and a really nice man, and that's important. And to see him, I got 20 signatures signed, which is really, really cool because they sold first time round. And I'm really proud of his prints as well, which I actually enhanced this version. And his daughter, who was next to him, said, "Hey, I know you. Weren't you at FCD? Yeah, in England." I'm like, "Yes." Well, the exact same thing with that same print, so it jogged their memory. She's like, "Hey, met him at the convention." He's like, "Oh yeah," that's my American accent. And to be, to have the Commander Babylon 5 suddenly remember you, like completely, like he quoted me things that we talked about, was really cool, and because he knew me a little bit, as I talk a bit off record about some stuff, which was really kind of surreal. I would love to be able to just have dinner with that guy. I really like him a lot, actually. Yeah. And then Ethan Peck, that would, talk about celebrities and Trek guys that exceed your expectations, and I'm excited for you to meet him in a couple of weeks. Actually, he really exceeded. It makes me sad how they didn't do him justice in the last short Trek. He is better than that, and he's really good. I like him a lot as a man. And that was fun. He really engaged with me, actually, because I talked to what's the Pike's name?
Anson Mount.
Thank you, Anson Mount. And he didn't engage with me really at all in my signing conversation, despite having quite a few things to sign. Ethan was completely on me and talking to me, and it's funny because they were next to each other, and so Ethan saw me talk to Anson, and Anson saw me talk to Ethan, and it's like, wow, bit of a difference. But that's okay. You can't always be loving what you're doing.
Yeah.
Oh no, Matthew DeFreitas. Guys, pray yourself. The next short Trek is out. It's bad. I mean, really bad. Really?
Oh, yeah, I hate hearing that, because now I'm going with low expectations.
Well, that's kind of useful.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Just
better
I'm
than
going to watch it tomorrow.
Though.
We're going to go and watch it tomorrow. We're going to do a review on it, and we're going to do a live on it tomorrow night. So.
Oh, I'm really excited for that though. And the thing is, to me, it doesn't matter if they screw around with tribbles, because tribbles, I can imagine, are such there's millions of variations of what tribbles are, because they're so simple life forms. And it's not going to be a tribble horror story. I mean, don't spoil stuff. Please don't spoil stuff, guys. But no, I'm really excited for that one. I think it'd be fun. Fun's all I'm looking for.
Usually when people tell me it's really bad and I'll hate it, I absolutely love it. So we'll see, guys.
My funnest reference of that is the Arnold Schwarzenegger film Last Action Hero. I like Arnold Schwarzenegger a lot. I think he's great, and his films for the most part are great. Like, not just good, but great. And he's also a good comedian. He has good comedic timing. And we watched, and Dad, when it came out, Last Action Hero was out, and the reviewer said it was bad, don't watch it. But then he saw it after the fact. He said he loved it. He wished he saw it in the cinema, and so that's the point. He just started disbelieving reviewers because it was blatantly wrong. And I absolutely think Last Action Hero is great. I think it's a great movie. It's fun. It's silly. It's clever. How could you not like Last Action Hero? Do you like Last Action Hero?
I love the Last Action Hero. It's an amazing movie.
Yeah, I really want a 4K of it. I think it'd be great.
Yeah.
Crazy.
All right.
Okay,
any more pictures I can talk about?
There you go. There's one. The Enterprise D one.
We'll have to wait to see it.
Yes, we will.
Oh, that's when we were when I was writing the script for the Enterprise or the Galaxy class episode, our 3-parter. I was getting some publicity stills with the Enterprise, having a part where that's like separated in two, and I'm like, but yeah, I was gonna like promote it kind of. We kind of teased it a little bit, and that was just one of the pictures for it. That's my Diamond Select Art Asylum Enterprise D, which is absolutely great. I love that. It was given to me by my mother-in-law, Sylvia's mom.
Wow.
So it was a Christmas present or a birthday. I can't remember, but yeah, she got it for me, and that's fantastic because it's pretty pricey. It's like $124 or something.
Wow.
So yeah, I simply love it though. It's great. So that's that.
Hey, thank you, Scottish Trekkie. We appreciate that. He said happy 5th anniversary.
Hey, Scottish Trekkie. How's it going?
Possibly a controversial picture, but we did have Alec on earlier, so we already had some controversy. There's another picture for you.
Well, there was no controversy. Well, there was kind of. Anyway.
Kind of pre.
Yeah, this is at Denver Comic Con. We got a chance to speak with Vic Mignogna. We actually filmed quite a few little segments with him. Got our pictures with him. I think he was very friendly to us. I like the guy. But it's shame what's kind of gone on with that. But yeah, it's still a great memory. I mean, he talked about the Enterprise and about Captain Kirk, and we had a great couple of interviews with him.
Yep. Links to his lack of dad, in a sense.
Yeah.
I do think though that someone's misdeeds should not ruin their work. and Star Trek Continues should succeed irrespective of such.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's find
What's next.
Oh yeah, this picture, which is great, and almost was a thing. You'll see it in a second.
Oh, you're going through so many. Good
I know.
God. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, that was a great piece of art sent to us by I forget the gentleman's name, but he's in Australia. And it's really cool because in the reflection of my glasses, it's got little L cars because they're actually heads-up displays, so I could keep my glasses, which is cool. But I got this kind of like rod. I don't know what it is. Uranium. I'm probably getting irradiated, but it was a really fantastic art style, and we were actually going to do a motion comic with Commander Cockings and Captain Foley. Captain Foley being from the TOS era, Youth being from the like post Voyager era, and it was we still have the concept. We can still do it at some point, but we were going to have him do the artwork for it, and we were going to do some pan and zooms, and then some CGI ship stuff with Samuel. It was going to be fantastic. It's a great story, actually, and maybe someday you'll see that, guys. But that was a cool piece of art. I love that picture. My hair is even kind of blowing. Like,
it's photoreal but stylistic. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing about, as I find often, my CG is improving all the time. So anything beyond a certain point, you're like, wow, glad I waited. So glad I waited. Yeah. I have I have 2 teaser bits of CG test for that. And obviously it's much better I could do now, like effortlessly. So
yeah. Scottish Trekkie though throws in £5. Happy anniversary again, guys.
Thank
I hope
you.
it's a long, exciting adventure. Another 5 years down the line. I hope so too. I hope to be sitting here. Well, maybe not here. Maybe I'll move to the other room once all the kids are out. But another 5 years, doing a 10-year anniversary, doing a decade of Trekyards. That'll be awesome.
Oh god,
more pictures and videos to go through.
I'd be scared. 10 years older. Wow.
Maybe by then we'll have 5 years older.
Yeah.
Maybe by then we'll have an editor, so Stan will have more free time. And we get an editor to do our bloopers, because there's a lot of bloopers I would love to put into
The problem
a
with an
blooper
editor is that we can't pay them. We don't make enough anyway. That's the
It's
problem.
very true.
Like
It's very true.
we barely make enough. And I mean like 2 or 3 months this year we haven't made enough, and it's been dipping into savings. I don't know about you, but it's been savings.
Yep. Same here.
And some months are like, yay, brilliant, but then if it doesn't help the next month, because in a month the bills are how you live your life. I'd rather have a constant flow of it averages higher than 1 month really shit, 1 month higher, because then you see, well, I dipped in 300 of my savings. Next month, I got 300 more of my savings, but you don't see it that way when you're there. That's why the Patreon's really important.
And the Patreon will be upgrading, guys. So if you have a Patreon amount with us, you might want to check those numbers soon, because we will be having different tiers and different perks. So
Yep. I've done some work already, and it's pretty some pretty cool stuff, I do say so myself.
Well, you'll have to, because I haven't seen it yet.
Well, you've seen one. We saw one.
Yes.
And yes, Captain Jack, we are coming to destination. So much so that we're pretty much, what's his name? David Bessig is paying for Stuart to come to destination. He basically donated for the entire trip costs, which is so we didn't earn enough during the Indiegogo. It got us to Vegas and back, and that was really it. But it's okay. But yeah, David Bessig basically got Stuart to destination. He's going to come along for the we're doing summer Saturday, all of Sunday, but also having him in the UK for a bit, not a long time, but we're obviously I'm hoping personally to have you back maybe June, July, August, middle of next year, for a couple or for a week, 20 flat. We'll do, rather than Indiegogo, we'll do like a super chat live a week. I'm thinking like, we want to raise this much, can you help? And then you'll donate to try and get him here. And then once he's here, obviously we can do more lives and some really fun dynamic content.
Yeah. Well, before you stopped on the picture you're on, you actually blew by one, which was really important to me, but that's okay.
Okay.
It's when I was on Inner Space for the second time.
Yes.
Because there was a show on the channel used to be called Space. It's now called CTV Sci-Fi.
Yeah, I'm sad it all went away. It's quite like abrupt, wasn't it?
Yeah. But they had a show called Inner Space, which talked about pop culture and things. And we got put on the show, both Samuel and myself. They came to my house. They recorded everything. We actually have it up on the Trekyards channel. But talking about the web series. It was kind of an interesting take they had on it. Samuel Skyped in for it. We had some of him on here. And then they checked out my
Stuart, we got a
collection.
new ship. We got a new ship.
It's exactly right. Anyway,
One claim to America. Well, my one claim to Canadian TV fame.
yeah,
It's true.
yeah. And then after they left, I contacted the producer again and said, we also have another show called Trekyards, and since you guys talk about Star Wars and all that other stuff, would you want us back to talk about that? 'Cause when Samuel's down next time, we'll go to Toronto and go to your studio so we can both be there. And he's like, yeah, we don't have people on 2 times within like a couple years because we don't want to double up the content. I'm like, oh, that sucks. All right, cool. And like a couple months later, they messaged me saying, we want you back. And this time I went down to Toronto with Sylvia and we went to the studio, and it was great. I got to meet AJ Fry, one of the hosts, as well as Morgan Hoffman. She didn't interview me for the piece. She was just arriving just as we were kind of going in. She didn't have her makeup on or anything, but I absolutely love Morgan Hoffman. So I got to meet her, and Teddy, the other host, wasn't there, but I left him a Trekyards comm badge, and later he shared a picture of it of him wearing it on his Twitter. So it was absolutely great to kind of meet all of them. And they don't have people back, so they had me back. They had me in the studio talking about Star Trek Discovery, the ships of Star Trek Discovery, and the Klingons. So it was neat. That was a surreal experience to be on a major television show in Canada here twice. So that was really awesome. Awesome. I was gonna say awful. Awesome. And I used to play the reruns quite a bit, so I'd be like sitting at home making supper or whatever, and I'd hear that my segment was on. I go and watch it, and the second segment was actually introduced by Morgan Hoffman, and she looked fantastic. And she said Captain Foley. She said Captain Foley. But then the show space or Inner Space went away, and now this channel was bought out by another company, and the name changed. So yeah, it is what it is. But we were on there a few times, and the reruns were fun to watch. So
it's funny, even though I sent them audio, they didn't bother to resync my audio, so I sound a bit shit. So in the Trekyards version, I just resynced myself and had to re-edit their clip because
that's why you sound better when I watch it back.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Because I fixed it in post because they didn't bother.
But yeah, if you guys want to see that segment, just type in Trekyards Inner Space, all one word.
And ironically, that was one of my I'm so proud of things earlier. I actually have the thing lined up, Stuart.
Yeah.
Don't know if you want to watch it for a second. Well, that's one of the things I was saying earlier. That was like one of the things I'm most proud of, to get on Canadian TV for the web show. So I've got it ready for me to play it. I've got it.
Play it.
Yeah.
Play it. Yes.
All right.
Hey guys, I'm Captain Foley, and welcome to Trekyards Central Command. Hey guys, welcome back to Trekyards. As always, I'm Captain Foley.
I'm Colonel Cookins. Welcome back, everyone.
And today we're going to be talking about the upcoming Star Trek Discovery.
Stuart, we got a new ship.
We got a new ship.
Hosted by Stuart Captain Foley and Samuel Commander Cockings, Trekyards is a web series that focuses on the ships and tech of Star Trek. They interview the people behind this enduringly popular franchise and give viewers a unique and behind-the-scenes perspective on the Star Trek universe.
Space, the final frontier. These are the
positive vision of the future that mankind has developed. We're at peace with each other. We've gone on to explore, not only our solar system, but starting to explore the galaxy and meet new races. So we've learned to work together, and it's a very positive vision that Gene Roddenberry had. I consider the ship one of the main characters of the show. It is a character in and of itself.
Based in the UK, co-host Samuel Commander Cockings is equally passionate about the Star Trek universe. We caught up with Samuel via Skype.
I was first shown Star Trek at the age of 3. And when you've been brought up from such an early age with a show that you just watch every so often, every day or whatever, it becomes part of your philosophy. It becomes so normal that for me, Star Trek was just a part of life. I think Star Trek is amazing because it's a full universe, and Star Trek has always tried to keep a consistency in itself. And so if we look at a ship from the 60s and then try and look at a ship from the 90s, somehow they thought it through together.
I think it's that real world concept of these ships would work in a real universe.
Never mind about me. Protect my ship. Yes, sir.
To Captain Foley, it really is all about the ship, and he showed us some of the highlights from his huge collection.
This is the reason I got a job, essentially. I wanted my parents to buy this for me, and they didn't want to spend $600. Well, ever since I was little, every time we went to a convention or anything about Star Trek, I've always looked for stuff about the ships. I always wanted little collectibles, I always wanted books or posters. So this is one of my favorite pieces. I've always wanted a huge Enterprise model. I've been collecting my whole life. Wherever I go, my collection goes with me. This is the TOS phaser. It's also a remote control for the TV. I could have bought a house or two with what I've spent over the years, I would imagine. This is the South Bend Enterprise from 1979, and it's kind of like the holy grail as far as collectibles go. Got my action figures, ships and communicators and things, and then another Franklin Mint chess set. Yeah, it's a very polarizing ship. Like, you either love it or you hate it when it comes to ship designs. It creates some heated topics online. So I hope that they keep within the established parameters of kind of what was available tech-wise for that era and universe.
I always say that making a new Star Trek movie or a Star Trek TV show should be easy. You tell a great story, and you put it in the Star Trek universe. You use the elements that make the universe great, because it is a living, breathing, diverse universe.
So until next time, I am Captain Foley.
I'm Commander Cockings.
And we are Team Trekyards. We will see you all next time. Bye, guys.
Pretty much. Many celebrities, eh?
Yeah, that was great. A surreal experience having them here, and my brother came for that because he thought one of the hosts would be here, and they weren't. It was really cool actually because all three of them I got to meet kind of, because Teddy was the one that voiced that one, and then when I went to the studio, AJ Fry interviewed me, and then I got to meet Morgan Hoffman as well, and she introduced the segment when it was actually on TV. So it's kind of like they all had a part to play in Trekyards, so it's awesome.
Just over a little while.
Yeah.
And that will always be special to me because that was like a legit thing. Being recognised for what you do. You know, we do a lot of content, a lot of cool things, but yeah, I think at the end of the day we have a certain, I wouldn't say positivity, although optimism is certainly true. We embody that. We want it to be good. We want it to be better. And so while Trek might let us down in some ways, we always want it to be good. We're always striving. If you look at all of our reviews, we're always, for Discovery and such, we're always hoping the next thing will be better, and we'll do cool things. And so it's nice to have that recognized as we're a positive force. You know, we did content when there was no Trek, when there's no even so in between movies, and we were like, well, the JJ films are a bit shit, not knowing how good Beyond was going to be, and then Beyond came around when we were doing the show. We were the only weekly Trek web show of its kind for a long time, and that was special because we were adding something to the conversation, and obviously we burned through designers about the best ships in about a year and a half, because obviously there's only a certain number. We done all that, you know. Look back at Rick Summit Voyager or John Eves, you know, E. It's amazing. It's a good experience, amazing experience, you know. And it's weird to kind of go past that in a sense.
Gary Kyle says you guys are the best Trek on the internet. Love hearing that. Thank you.
And here's a great picture of us, our very first picture together, on the tram leaving the airport in LA.
Yeah, it's the first time I met him.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was maybe about 2 to 3 minutes until it became just the rhythm. And that says something. Legitimately says something. And this last time, there wasn't even that. It was only in the car. I remember thinking this is a little awkward because you were in the front, you weren't with me, and it was kind of like, so what are we going to do? But if, you know what I mean, that was just because of the situation, it wasn't because of us. And as soon as we got to the hotel, we were doing final rhythm, and I was like, yes, I get to spend a week with this guy. That's awesome. You know, that was a nice, that was a nice feeling.
Yeah. So how did you guys meet? We already covered that. Captain Jack. Gotta watch the rest of the video.
Go back to 1 hour 32. Because it's funny because you are just on a box in a Skype window. Like, honestly, this chat especially, I felt so close to you in terms of content and community. But you already are just this box on a little monitor I have. Literally as far away on my screen as possible, you're there. You're not there. You're there live, but
Mm-hmm.
that our chemistry and our working together has gone so beyond that. So it's yeah, real special, real special.
Absolutely. 3 hours and 30 minutes. Well, 28 minutes.
Yes, and I gave Rob a good 25-30 minutes to see the message, but he didn't. But that's okay. It was, I guess he didn't realise what I was actually saying, but that's okay. Hell of a live stream this year. You guys supported us a hell of a lot.
Yes,
really, really useful.
amazingly.
And I guess we'll say final super chats, guys. Final good nights. Final happy anniversaries. Final whatever. We certainly appreciate you guys. And what is our plan for the rest of the week, Stuart?
Tomorrow we're going to watch the new short trek with the Tribbles. We're going to do a review on it. It's going to be released earlier in the day, a shorter kind of condensed review. Yep. And then we're going to do a live on it tomorrow evening, same time, 5 Eastern Standard Time. The weekend's kind of dead for me, and Monday because it's a holiday. It's Thanksgiving in Canada here, so got family plans with that.
Kind of dead for me.
And then next week, who knows what next week will hold.
Yeah.
So that's basically it for this week. It's been a busy week. We've done a lot of filming, not only just lives. We've done lives every day, but we've also filmed a bunch of additional content that has been released. Sometimes 3, 4, 5 videos a day for a solid week. So hopefully you guys enjoy that.
I've literally spent every hour of every day so far working on Trekyards this week. Literally every hour of every day that I've been working. Lot of hours, but we don't get these trailers often, and this is a very special time in Trek because we have the pure optimism of Star Trek Picard. You know, they fool me once, shame on you with Discovery. They improved with season 2. Picard, they know the mistakes they made, unless they say they're just haters and move on. We hope they don't do that. We hope they move past that. We're as ever excited, hopeful, and I think we'll look past some of the flaws for sure. But this has been a really nice 5 years, which is a big number when you think about it.
It's an insane number. I can't believe it's been 5 years since this started because it seems like yesterday. It really does. T-Berg sci-fi fan puts in $10 Canadian.
Oh my god. Thank you.
Happy anniversary. Thanks for the hard work. Appreciated. Well, thank you guys. You guys are also super appreciated. Without you, there would be no Trekyards. We would have given up long ago. So
it's like we wouldn't be doing 3 videos a week every day this week without you guys to watch them. I mean, we're not the sort of channel that makes it because we want to make it to be watched, and we think we have interesting opinions that are worth bringing to the fore. And we hope we've given you good things to think about, look at, discuss, new renders, great scripting by Stuart to bring all the information together. I mean, I've learned a billion things. I've forgotten more than I've learned.
That's the truth of life, man.
That is. And I'm really excited to see you again really soon. That's gonna be like, you're gonna be bugging me about I'm nervous. It's 5 days, because as soon as it gets to like a week till, you're gonna be like, oh my god, I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna do it. And then as soon as you get here, you'll be like, oh, this is awesome.
Yeah.
I know how it's going to be.
Literally 2 weeks from today is when I'm landing, the 24th. I leave on the 23rd around 10:30 at night my time, and I get to your neck of the planet on the 24th in the morning. So it'll be great to see you. And the only thing I'm really nervous about this time, honestly, is I rented a car and I got to drive on the wrong side of the road. And it's kind of unnerving a little bit, but I'm sure I'll get right into the groove when I get there.
The thing is, everyone drives on the correct side of the road here, and therefore, if you would go against that, you'd notice quite quickly, or
I'm not worried about the driving. I'm worried about the turning and the roundabouts, and because I'm used to thinking that my mindset the way anyway. But if I'm on the wrong side of the car, I'm sure my mind will go.
And I'll be with you on that drive back anyway. We can have a nice 2-hour chat. And you'll get to meet my mum. You haven't met my mum yet. How do you feel about that?
I'm excited.
And she's watched most of this live stream, by the way. She told me.
Hi. Yeah, I've met her a few times, like on camera, and said hi to her or whatever. But yeah, it'll be cool to actually meet her and have met your whole family then, and it'll be fun. I hope we have a good time.
It's sad that you're here for so little time, because is there even a night we can go out for dinner, the four of us? I don't even know. You know, I think we're trying to get out a destination, just so Dad has someone to hang out with. Because I mean, whoever's with us, they're going to be a third wheel because we're such a dynamic duo. That just happens. You know what I mean? It's not intentional, but it happens. It's unavoidable. But it's going to be good. It's going to be really good, and I hope that the European fans appreciate you being here, because it's not a simple thing. We paid a lot of money for you to be here, which is you guys paid a lot of money collectively via the Indiegogo and via David Bessig to be here. Like, it's not just affordable; it's a pretty expensive flight, and all the other things that go with it. It takes time, effort, thought, and we really hope you enjoy, our dynamic duo in person. No, real 6-7. You're wrong. You're wrong.
With Samuel and Captain Foley, absolutely do, Ian. I would to meet you finally.
Sorry, you zoned out there. What's that?
I just got a Trek. He just said he'd like to get a photo with me and Samuel. And absolutely. He's been on Bridge Crew a few times. It'd be a pleasure to finally meet you in person, Ian. And gonna meet a few other people in person that I haven't been able to just because I haven't got over there. So it'll be great. I'll be super excited. Yeah, we'll be hectic though, because I got a few things we got to do and just not a lot of time. But
yeah, we got to chat about your priorities, because I do want to get you here middle of next year, if not earlier, because if we plan it early enough in advance, it's relatively inexpensive, and we can probably. I mean, if we Indiegogo $500, I think that's doable. I think that's relatively doable. Because there's a certain sense of you being here, I think, with my flat, that obviously if I go to your house, we're in your house with your family. You come to my house, it's kind of like this is the Trekyards house. I think that might be a cool vibe. It's like, although time zones are way worse. We both got to stay up late to do things like this. Your house is easy. Just it's only 6. We'll do lives. Like, fuck it out. Here it's like it's only 1 in the morning. We'll do lives. Yeah, sure. Great. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
But I mean, you guys do keep us alive and awake. I'm really happy that we've basically 100 people or more the entire live. That's pretty great. That's a lot. That's a lot of people watching us still now. Just because
people have come in and come out because we have over 200 likes. So it's pretty impressive.
It's true. And yeah, if you see us destination, we are there to meet fans. Last year, I was completely unprepared for the amount that people knew me and said hi. It was literally every couple of minutes. That was... But what?
Then we went to Vegas, and it's the same thing.
Less so because it's more spread out, though. But all the time. Yeah. But a destination is more like, you're in one room! Accept the fate that you have, because you're in one room.
Sweet.
But yeah, it's going to be good. It'll be good to see you again. The first time twice. No, we did do twice in a year. We did Mission America and Doug's one, because we did one that was very quick and abrupt. Was that the same year as America?
Yeah, that was Mission America and Trek Condoroga, or
Mission Canada one.
Drexler Condoroga, whatever the fuck I was called.
Drexler Condoroga, yeah.
We come up with stupid names for
and
these things.
And then Akuda Condoroga too. Yeah, Drexler Akuda Condoroga. That was funny.
James Miguel puts in $1.99 with no comment, but thank you very much, James. Much appreciated.
Thank you. And yeah, I mean, I'll say we'll go a minute or two more. I mean, James, you might be the winner of the Super Chat race. Oh, sorry. What?
Martin Devon says you should have action figures done. You want to show them the action figure style that we have done?
Yeah, a while ago, actually, one of your Canadian family friend people actually did a full 3D model of us. We took some high-res...
He works at a gaming company, so he makes characters for video games. So, yeah, there we are.
And made some very good... I mean, it's hard to do people, but we took very high-res pictures. We're in person, we did the full rotations, and there's a great process of building us in 3D, and I've...
Get those printed.
Yeah, seriously. And I've had to fix my skin tone a lot, because my skin tone was never right. It was my hair color's wrong, your hair color's wrong. There's a few things I've sort of tweak as we go, but I love it.
Well, I mean, if you can give the files to somebody that has a 3D printer, we can get the figures printed off and we can paint them. Because you're going to show me at all, or just you?
Yeah, well, I have to find you. I shouldn't. Well, Well, hey, these are pictures you sent me. Okay.
I know, right?
Did you send me a picture of your face? I don't know.
I should have.
There you go. Yeah, there you are. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I would hope so.
It's Stuart's face. And I love the texturing of this. I mean, that's such a surreal thing to be able to do. We have both animated us and digital us.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, action figures could be a thing in the future.
Gosh. But I mean, would you even want you on your desk staring at you
Yes,
while
I would.
Oh.
Well, I got our little Lego people here. Somebody made us Lego people.
Yeah.
There's little Lego people versions of Samuel and myself. I'm a ginger for some reason, and I've
That's good.
yeah,
I
but
love
Samuel. Samuel looks like Samuel. I don't look like me though. But that's okay.
Yeah.
So I got those here staring at me. So yes, I'd like a set of. If anybody has a 3D printer and wants to print them for us,
Well, we got to things. Those we got to do high quality 3D printing. Like if you have a professional printer. But yeah, I mean we have the models and they're obviously pretty high end. I mean the fact that all the little nostril hairs are like real, a bitch to print. But yeah, no, it's good.
I'd want one. I would. I really would. I want a set.
Yeah.
I want to play with myself on my desk.
Oh yeah, you got to stroke yourself, like stroke the head. That works really well.
Oh, good God.
No, it's funny. Last Destination, so that was last year. They had a booth that had like 100 DSLRs, and they took pictures of you, and that would create a full 3D model. They had to go they had to go and fix it in post, and then they'd sell you a miniature of it, which is actually really good. It's like £100, but I almost convinced them to give me the raw 3D like model. Didn't quite work because they would charge too much, and we obviously had them built separately. But when you're in a costume, it's amazing because imagine if you have like a full stormtrooper and it's just your head, but you got like custom and you can do a custom pose, and it's all boom, there you go in 3D. And all my Stargate Jafar friends had that, and it's like wow, that is a really cool piece of. I mean, it's expensive as hell, but if you get the smallest one, it's really cool. Oh wow, 501st Legion says I work for a printing company. Well, that's quite a legitimate claim. If that's your job, then you got good.
Send us an email at trekyards@hotmail.com. Maybe we can get something printed. I would personally love both of us, like little action figure. I think that'd be cool. And
I would love a high quality large print of my USS Horizon, the fan ship that I designed with Rick Sternbach, which is oh my god. Obviously one for my desk, but I'd like an Eagle Moss size one and a bigger one, kind of like a 6-foot miniature. Not that big obviously, but I'd love that, and get someone to paint it for me professionally. And obviously you need your ship with Rick Sternbach, printed out on the desk. Well, he says he's happy to help. Hey, email us please. That'd be brilliant. We've had lots of 3D printers in our lives over the years, but if you're doing it once, you better do it right. And I'd love to see high quality prints done. And of lots of our originals, I would love to have some Eagle Moss size of Inquisitor class and Terror Burden. I think that'd be really cool to have an originals mini 3D. I mean, that's obviously a different question, different answer, but to have a few of those would be really fun. But the painting scares me because that's like, you can save a bad print with a good paint, and you can ruin a good print with bad paint.
Ruin a good print with bad paint. Yeah.
So you got to find the right person.
See, my 3D model there doesn't look like me. The hair's way too dark. I have eyebrows. I actually have eyebrows. They're just very light colored. So.
Well, this is the early.
It looks a little off.
I did tweak it after the fact quite a bit. I know we had lots of back and forth on make my hair lighter.
You sent me one where it's pink. You bastard.
I did, didn't I? That was a fun.
They made it purple. You made it pink.
I mean, I can do stuff to that one. I can abuse this Captain Foley model.
Oh dear God.
Oh wow. I think that's a perfect end. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Oh.
Wow.
Guy MPDX puts in $20. Thank goodness Samuel doesn't have that horrid blurred background turned on today. LOL. I am a long time occasional lurker. Congrats on the anniversary, guys. Live long and prosper. Now drink up. Yes, almost finished this one now too.
I finished up mine.
The only reason he blurs his background is because he's having issues with the camera. It gets glitchy, and then he keeps flashing green. So he hasn't had that issue for this stream, which is great. So
yeah, for 3.5 hours plus all the filming today, well, some of it anyway. But $20 is incredible. That's incredibly generous. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
And we hope you enjoy more content. And Fire First does say, I'll do some printouts of Eaglemosh size ships over the next few weeks, guys. Well, I mean, can we give you a 3D model to do and test? Can we give you something? We have many 3D models. Seriously, Fire First, please email us because I had
Trekyards@hotmail.com. Trekyards@hotmail.com. Put in the title, the subject line, 3D prints.
Because I had a guy that I was really excited to work with. I was actually working on a Stargate 3D print, and he went off the grid completely to the point he deleted his Facebook and his email, and it was quite annoying because I was like, we're ready to go, and it was like,
Yeah, and we just had pictures of the prints.
Yeah.
Before you move on, though, Super Coops, we missed his super chat. He put in £5. He said, happy anniversary, guys. Hopefully see you in Birmingham.
Brilliant.
We appreciate the effort. We do appreciate the effort, Stuart's coming to the UK. Live long and prosper, guys. Yay, Trek/Fleet Yards. Well, thank you very much, Super Coops. Much appreciated. It's going to be a pleasure to meet you guys finally. Birmingham. There you go. Birmingham.
There
you go.
Only certain people actually watch us live and videos, but the amount of people that are going to walk up to us in Birmingham saying, oh my God, Stuart, you're in the UK? But like, yeah, we mentioned it a bit. And it's like, well, how did you watch then? Like, what do you watch of us to know us, to know our content, but not at all know what we're doing or when we're doing it? So we're going to get a lot of that, I get. And I guarantee you're going to get, like, not mobbed for pictures, but I can imagine you're going to, like, message me several times on Facebook saying, because I can do internet in the UK, I do want a picture. I'm at this venue. And I'm like, oh, shit. And I'll run up to you. Okay, great. I'm doing something. Sorry, good to meet you. Because
and get intercepted 5 times on the way there and back.
Yeah, because we're gonna get a lot of like, where's Commander Cockings or where's Captain Foley? And it's like he's actually here. No, it's gonna be good. I'm excited. And you're gonna bring some Trekyards apparel, I hope.
Like these?
Well, yeah, Trekyards merch, absolutely. Man, merch. In terms of like you wearing cool things.
Yeah, absolutely. And I got some cool goodies for you too, which you should have taken from Vegas, but.
I remember my mum donated on the Indiegogo to get some plastic com badges, so she wants her plastic com badges.
Yes, absolutely. Don't worry. You need to tell me which ones.
All of them. Well, she got the whole set.
Oh, did she?
She was generous. She got the whole set. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
All right.
Good to know.
Thank you guys. Incredible. This was a really fun stream.
It's amazing.
Some YouTubers do very, very long streams, and we've often said amongst ourselves, how? But I'm not that tired, and we've gone almost 4 hours. So sometimes if the community's there, if you've got a right reason.
Well, this was just fun looking back on all the memory, and we didn't even cover half of the stuff we did. I mean,
I had a lot more pictures.
Plus, there's a lot more. There's another Drunkyards that we haven't watched yet. So look forward to that one sometime soon. I don't know when.
Pretty much.
Just saying.
I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, guys. 233 likes, three dislikes. Poop people. Oh wow. 5 First Legion says, and that's a great name, by the way, because that's amazing you managed to get that name before anyone else did, because that's a hell of a good legion. I'm from Scotland, guys. I love your show and the great work you both do on your show. Got me back into Trek, and I watched TNG for the first. Oh wow. Damn.
Very cool.
And if you're from Scotland, that means you can send me the prints very inexpensively, and I can send them to Stuart. That'd be brilliant. I mean, that's actually perfect.
I just send them straight to me because he never goes to the post office. So I'd rather get them myself from the person because Samuel will never send them to me. So no, please don't do that. I will give you my address. I'll pay for the shipping. Please send them straight to me.
We don't talk about such things here on the stream. We don't reveal such truths.
I didn't say anything.
Some deep, dark secrets are best left hidden.
Saying.
Alright, I'm going to go watch some Arrow because I need to catch up on the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover. Enjoy tomorrow's videos, guys. We're looking at the Yay TNG costume and differences between and the Short Trek review.
Yes.
And over the weekend, we've got 3 to 4 Discovery, themed videos coming out because genuinely we had some good things to say. The trailer had lots of interesting potentials. Bill loves the Kalesh. Jesus Christ. Okay, Stuart, you give me your best Kalesh.
Kalesh!
In the name of Kalesh!
Turned into a fest.
Thanks, Firefirst. Okay.
Kalesh.
And we'll see him in like 2 weeks. Every time we see him, we should get a fresh Kalesh. Just for the audience.
Kalesh!
Kalesh! Kalesh! No. It's pronounced Kales.
That's what I said. Kalesh.
I'd love to do a super cut of every time they say Kales and just cut to him saying Kalesh, and then just JG saying Kales, 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 Kalesh, Kales, Kalesh. It's like
I can see a cute little video there. Klingon enunciation classes. It's Kales. I can't do it. Kalesh. No. Here, listen to General Martok, and then you cut away.
K-less, not Kalesh. So I'm adding all of the inflection. All right, is that it, Stuart?
That's it, Samuel.
Thanks, everyone. We love you. See you tomorrow for another live stream.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, guys.
Jesus. Look forward to this.
Guys.
Look forward to this short. I'm excited.
Yes, and thank you, everyone.
For 5 years. Hopefully, many more years to come.
So, yeah.
Bye,
I'm
guys.
Captain Foley.
I'm Connor Coggins. Bye, everyone.
Bye.